can see me. See the board. Little adjustments, no big deal. Okay. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's your favorite saying here. Today we're gonna be doing a badass plank workout for your abs and your core, and we're gonna have some cool Q&A. I want to talk about see what favorite animes y'all like, who motivates you, and I'm kind of gonna shift it to like a disciplined mindset uh, area. That way, if you're struggling like with a motivation, you're struggling with any kind of discipline, that's what we're going to be talking about. And I have some great anchors. That way, it'll help y'all be able to build some discipline and be able to get through live, get through challenges, get through workouts. Honestly, so it's going to be a great live session. So everybody who's first going to come in here and rewatch this live, first of all, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers we got. We're at 625 from now, so appreciate all the new subscribers. Okay, our goal is 1K. So don't forget, for every new subscriber, I'm going to be doing 5 push-ups for every new subscriber. So make sure y'all drop in the chat, okay, that y'all subscribed. Because I don't get notifications off YouTube for the live when we get new subscribers. So welcome, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day, okay? So as soon as we get like maybe at least 5 or 10 more people in here, that way we're going to be able to start doing the ab workout. Okay, so put W's in the chat. W's in the chat, guys, if you can hear me. Okay. I also want to make sure y'all can hear it and see me clearly. Advice on how to stop cravings. Oh, okay, Panda. We'll quickly get into that. I'll be able to help you real quick. So good ways to stop cravings. I have at least 3 good tips for you real quick right before we get to the ab workout. Okay. One is a lot of times when you're dehydrated, a lot of times you have cravings, your body kind of confuses that with you wanting sugar or food with water. So start drinking water when you feel like a craving coming on. Okay. If you do have cravings coming on, you want to get the anime physique, substitute your snacks with fruit and honey. Okay. Honey is a good clean sugar. Okay. So that'll make your abs a lot more detailed, more defined by substituting your snacks with fruits and honey. Okay. W's in the chat if you can hear me, guys. W's in the chat. I want to make sure y'all can all hear and see me clearly. We got a badass live going on. Thank you, everybody who's subscribing already. We got 625. Our goal is 1K by the week. So every new person who's subscribed, make sure you drop in the chat that you subscribe, because I do 5 push-ups for every person that subscribes. Okay. Also, hey, how you doing? W's in the chat, guys. Put W's in the chat to make sure y'all can hear me, because I want to make sure the phone isn't too close or too far away and my speaking volume is good. So if you can hear and see me clearly, put W's in the chat real quick. W's in the chat. Okay. Panda, I hope that answered your question. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, make sure if y'all subscribed already, drop in the chat. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about a couple different things. First, we're going to crank out a badass ab workout for y'all to be able to do at home. It's relatively easy. Even if you're a beginner or advanced, it's still a good workout for y'all. Okay, so we're going to be doing planks. Planks are very slept upon. Okay, the reason why we're going to do planks because someone in the last couple lives asked like some good oblique work. So if you want to work out your obliques, okay, that's what these are. These are the obliques. We're going to do some badass planks, okay? So that way, it's something you can do every single day. It doesn't hurt you, And the cool thing is when you do oblique work, these show when you're walking and moving, okay? There's different kind of ab workouts there that build strength, but you want visibility, okay? And I want y'all to all get a badass anime physique. The first thing I want to say is everybody who's joining live, I'm proud of y'all. That means y'all are not getting drunk. You're going to be working on your goals. So everybody in here, y'all are winners. Just by joining the live, you already have a badass win for the day. So congrats to all y'all who are not getting effed up and drunk, putting poison in your bodies, and you're going to be already one step toward your goals. Okay, I'm here to help y'all transform, to make sure you hit your goals. You all have the body and the physique that you want. Just by being in the chat and watching this live, you're already in here. Okay. Awesome. Cool. So great. All right, chat. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started with planks. Okay. First, this is gonna be really easy. First, we're gonna be able to do front plank. Front plank could be like is gonna be like this. This is gonna be a front plank. Okay, front plank position. We're gonna do this first. Then we're gonna transition to left plank and then right plank. Okay. Now, if your abs or your core strength is not that strong or you're gonna have difficulty doing planks, okay, I have some other alterations for you. Okay, what do you think of commercial gyms versus home gyms? Home gyms all day, 100%. Everybody here who's joining the chat, drop a W. Make sure y'all hear me. W's in the chat. And the purpose of my whole channel is to help y'all build an anime physique at home without you spending money on gym membership. The first thing we're going to be doing today is how a good, awesome ab workout is going to build your obliques, okay, and your front core. Okay, it's very, very easy, and it's something you could do every single day. So I changed my streams. We're going to be doing an ab workout every single time I stream, which will be daily. Okay, so that way I'll be able to help y'all. And what's really cool is you'll be able to do it in the privacy of your home. Nobody's gonna be staring at you, looking like at commercial gyms like that. Okay, cool. And make sure if you subscribed, make sure you drop in the chat you subscribe because I do 5 push-ups for every new subscriber. Our goal is 1K, guys. We already got to like 625, so I appreciate each and every single one of you. Okay, so if you like anime and you want to get an anime physique at home without spending money on gym membership, that's my purpose to help y'all out. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Right now, I'm gonna be waiting for it to hit 7 o'clock. So in 15 seconds, we're gonna be doing front planks. So the first, we're gonna be doing front planks. Those of y'all who can do it 30, 45 seconds, do at least. Okay, so we're gonna start right away in like 3 seconds. 2, 1. So we hold front plank. Okay, cool. So basically right here, this is a very, very good movement. We're gonna be doing for like 30 seconds each side. Okay. Now, if you like watching TV, this is like a good way to watch anime, watch TV, whatever you like. Now, if this is not difficult enough for you, what you can do is you do side alternating legs. Okay, you do each side, then the other side. Okay, so that's a good way for you to build your core, build your physique. Okay, if you can't do planks at this moment, right, you can substitute and do this. Okay, so you do this instead if you can't do it this movement. Okay, so that's what I recommend. Like I said, do this or this. If this is too easy for you, move your right or left leg, whichever one. Okay, we're at 48 seconds. In about 10 seconds, we're gonna move to left plank and right plank. Okay, it's pretty easy. It'll look like this. Okay, and you keep your hips up. Now, if you cannot do left plank, you keep your hips up and just put your other leg up. Okay, this is still working your oblique muscles. You do this. Okay, so for now we start at the left side. Okay, like I said, if you cannot do this yet, just have it your side and do this part. This is oblique work, 100%. This works your obliques and your hips. Okay, so this is one. Okay, let me see if I can get close to y'all where I can see. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be cool oblique side in about 30 seconds, and then we're gonna switch. Cool. So then I'm gonna go right side, and then like this side. Like I said, y'all, if y'all can't do this, it's a little too difficult. Just put your hips down and do this. This is still oblique work. Okay, you raise your leg as high as you can. That way it builds your obliques. Okay, that's where you get this and your core at the same time. Let's see, what's the time right now? Okay, all right, cool. So yeah, in about 30 seconds or 10 more seconds, then we switch back to front. Okay, we're only doing like 30 seconds each, so guys. So that way, if it's not too difficult, I mean, if it's too difficult for you, this is like a kind of easy thing for y'all. So that way, yeah, I gotta move. So y'all be able to see me. Okay, so that's the first thing we're doing today. Just a quick little ab workout, just holding plank. Okay, in 10 more seconds, you're gonna switch to the right or left, whichever one you're able to do. Okay. And then we'll finish up. There you go, 30 seconds. Like this. Like I said, if this is still too easy for you, you could just move your hips left and right. Okay? I'll move this way so y'all can see a little bit easier. And like I said, if this is too difficult for you, drop your hips down and move your hips. Move your leg. That still works your oblique muscles. Let me see how much time. Okay, cool. Got about like 5 more seconds and then we switch. And then we'll get into the nitty gritty. All right, switch. So like I said, this is a pretty easy one. Usually I do about a minute each side, but not everybody may be as advanced. Some people may have difficulty just doing this portion. Okay, so like I said, this is builds oblique side. You can even move your hips up and down too. You get a little bit of extra core work, you know. All right, let's see. And we got about, I think, 4 more seconds and we'll be done. And I just wanted to do a quick one for y'all, just to show y'all something you could do at home. Because not everybody's been watching my videos, things like that. So just for y'all to help out. Okay, cool. This BBIC. Okay, so that's basically what the core workout is. You do front plank, left plank, right plank, and then you repeat about 2-3 times. Usually beginners, I recommend do it for about 30 to 45 seconds. Excuse me. The reason why is because stability. If you're kind of unstable, if it is difficult or painful for you, you got to work on your stability. Okay. All right. So yeah. So yeah. Hope everybody in the chat is having a badass St. Patrick's Day. You know. So yeah. Happy St. Patrick's Day, guys. So the Q&A portion I have is anything fitness or anime. That's what I'm talking about. So chat, put in here your favorite animes, and we're gonna also talk about these things, especially fitness-wise. It's, let me see where my piece of paper is right here. Okay, cool. There we go. This is the little piece of paper I have. So that way, if everyone who's gonna be in the live, y'all want to refer to the beginning, like basically what the ab workout was. It's pretty easy, not too difficult, okay? But it's very, very beneficial. Planks are slept on a lot. Like I said, if you want to build a lot of big oblique muscles, planks are very good for left side, right side obliques, especially for overall core strength, okay? Let's see what y'all put. 30, 40, brother, last 20 seconds, skinny guy over here. All right, I tried. I'm already tired. Okay, hey, this is awesome. And okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys, so straight up. Like I like to be brutally honest with y'all. After my car accident, and I had broken ribs, back fractures, a punctured lung. Dude, when I first tried to do planks, I could only do like 5-10 seconds. Why? Because I had no working out for 3 to 4 years, zero. So the fact that you put in the work today, the fact that you tried and attempted, you already won because you just doing it left and right and just attempting, because if you didn't do this workout yesterday, you did it today, congratulations. Tomorrow you're going to be stronger. So good on you. You just being in this live, everybody who did the workout just a little bit or just got the knowledge, you're better than everybody else who's getting effed up at the bars, drunk like to the point they can't even walk. So congrats to you. Everybody in here, congrats just for even attempting or even doing this. So no, don't you ever doubt yourself. Don't think like, oh, it's too difficult, things like that. No, you're going to get better and better. And you do this every single day, you're going to laugh. I guarantee you, the day's going to come where you're going to laugh at other people who can't even hold 10 or 20-second planks. Obviously, we're not going to do that here. I'm going to help you all, motivate you, okay? So everybody's different. So you're going to end up at the point where it's easy for you. So no, congrats. You had a W. You try to work out and you attempted, you did it. So yeah, you got to win. Congratulations, my man. Everybody in the chat, put W's in the chat if you did the workout. Put W's in the chat. Then I'm going to talk about something really cool. All right. Let's see. W's in the chat. Hey, how you doing? One of y'all at least must have done this. I guarantee you, put W's in the chat there if you did the workout. If not, it's okay. But I just want to at least see that. I think one person put it in there. So good job. I think it was spread. Yeah. So, okay. Awesome. How you doing, guys? So, all right, chat. So next we're going to be talking about is mindset. Okay. Mindset is very, very, can y'all read this? Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. So mindset. I-N. All right, cool. So mindset, guys. Mindset is very, very crucial in any kind of thing you do in life. If you want to get an anime physique, any kind of goals you have in the future, mindset is very, very important. One thing we actually learned in the Marine Corps was this. is any kind of time you have some kind of challenge or anything like that that comes your way, you need to learn how to adapt and overcome. I'm gonna write that down. Okay, this is a really, really good mindset that I learned in the Marine Corps that I want to pass on to all the anime warriors here. Okay, it's very, very important. Okay, mindset is where you adapt and overcome. Over. By the way, I have to write everything backwards in case y'all don't already know, because it mirrors watching the chat. Okay, so big Marine lesson I learned in my time in the Marine Corps: adapt and overcome. Okay, anytime there's a challenge that comes your way, anytime there's something you're not used to, let's say a new skill that you haven't done, you learn how to adapt and overcome. Best way I was actually explain this right from mindset on anything in life is chat. Treat anything in life like a video game. If at beginning, everybody who ever played any video game out there, you're not an expert. You're first time playing, especially when you die, you respawn, you adapt. So life is just like a video game. Whenever you die in a video game, it's not game over. That's what's cool. You respawn and you try again. That deals with any kind of level, any kind of challenge. That so you got to treat life just like a video game. If you fail, it's not game over. No, you respawn, you try something else, something new until you find what works. Just like if you have a final boss, if he kills you or beats you the first couple times, you try new things till you find the solution that works. Okay, so that's the biggest thing: adapt and overcome in all challenges. For example, working out. If a workout's difficult for you and you can't do it at the beginning, it's not game over, y'all. It's not. You just adapt and overcome. You keep trying, you keep at it till you eventually succeed. Okay, that's how life is. Life has multiple levels. Okay, so the funny thing is, as soon as you adapt and overcome, life gets a little bit harder. And the reason life gets harder after you adapt and then overcome, because you're a stronger person. You leveled up, just like a video game. So when you level up and you move on to the next level, everything's harder again. You know why? But you're a stronger person. When you go back down to another level, it's easy. Why? Because you're tougher, you're stronger, mentally, physically, any point in life. Okay. See what y'all put in there. Awesome, awesome. My new family, Papa, darling to be. Awesome, awesome. Hello everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Okay. If y'all subscribed, make sure y'all already put in the chat you subscribe because I do 5 push-ups for every subscriber. Okay. I don't get notified on I'm sorry, I don't get notified on YouTube when there's new subscribers. So if you've subscribed, make sure you put that you subscribed. So I do 5 push-ups. Yesterday I was doing handstand push-ups, so my shoulder is a little bit sore. Okay. So I want y'all to be part of my family chat. I want us to all grow together. My whole job here is to help y'all build an anime physique at home without you spending money on gym membership. Okay, I helped y'all earlier. First, we did an ab workout. Next is the Q&A portion. So if any of y'all have questions on fitness, like how to gain muscle, how to get more tone, how to get better abs, how diet, anything, ask me questions in the chat so that way I can help y'all. All right. But this is very important. Learning how to adapt and overcome any challenges in life. Okay. Just because you may fail at something like a new skill, okay, or some new challenge, it's not game over. You just learn and repeat until you find the solution that works. Okay. So yeah, put in the chat, guys, any questions y'all have, like on diet, exercise, nutrition. I got 28 years of fitness experience. I was in the Marine Corps for 8 years, and most of the stuff I learned to build an anime physique is all home workouts. You do not need a gym membership. Most honestly in life, none of us even like getting watched to work out. Even when I was in the Marine Corps, I hated when people were staring at me. You know. Okay, so yeah, hello to everybody so far. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. So yeah, if y'all have any questions, please drop them in the chat really quick. Talk about fitness, muscle mass, weight, how to lose certain pounds, how to get a better diet, anything. Drop the questions in the chat. If not, I'm gonna attempt. Next person who says do this, I'm gonna try do some handstands. Okay, what's up, Damien? Well, hello, everybody in the chat. Hello, how are y'all doing? Okay, cool. So that's the first two things I wanted to talk about, which we already covered. Did an awesome ab workout, and next, we talked about some mindset stuff. Okay, drop a W if y'all can hear me, because no one's dropped a W yet. Can I drink only milk for my protein? Okay. All right. Chat's asking really quick if you could drink milk only for your protein. So, no, unfortunately not. And I'll tell you the reasons why. Okay. Milk, honestly, does not have that much protein in it. It's really, really low protein. Okay. So, if you want anything high protein, I'll give you some options. Okay. Milk is good, however, for calories, because about a glass of milk is about 200 some calories. It's not too bad. But however, if you only drink milk for protein, first of all, you're gonna get too many calories because and to drinking too much milk, first you'll also get sick. You'll puke. Okay. So you need to have stuff that has actual high calories, which will be food. Now, protein shakes are a good substitution. Don't get me wrong. Putting milk in your protein shake, okay, one, it makes it taste better, so it doesn't taste like doo-doo. Okay. Then it also adds a little bit more protein to your already protein shake. However, for you to have good protein and high protein, because milk does not have a lot of high protein, it has a little bit, very, very minuscule. Minuscule means small. What stuff does have high protein would be like tuna, okay, salmon, sardines, steak. Let's see what else. Beef, chicken. What will be another thing? All right, we already covered protein shakes. Peanut butter has a little, not too much protein, but it's still a little bit. Okay. Nuts, like boiled peanuts. Those have a pretty good, decent amount of protein. Okay. So, chat, that's what y'all need to do. Unfortunately, drinking milk is not enough protein for your day. Okay. Depends on your body. Like if you weigh 150 pounds, you're gonna need at least 150 pounds of protein a day. You're not gonna be able to get all that milk. Because if you drink 150 grams of milk, that's so many milk glasses, you're gonna be also overweight because it's high calories. Milk is a little bit high calories. So you need to get your protein from other substances. Protein shakes are good. However, I wouldn't really recommend it unless you absolutely have to, because the stuff they put in the protein shakes to keep them long life on the shelf isn't always good for you. Okay. All right, chat. What other questions y'all got? Did you get stacks of books for the handstand push-ups yet? Oh, I'm so chat. I did get a few books, but not enough. I only got like 3 or 4, so not enough. Yes, eggs. All right, Paul is right. Eggs. So exactly, very very good. So you need high protein stuff to be able to basically accomplish all your goals. All right, protein burns fat, helps you increase your metabolism, helps you recover. Okay, helps build muscle. Basically, all the above. Honestly, how we were raised depends how what year or age. I mean, depends on what year you were born. Y'all probably remember that food pyramid we had in school. That's terrible pyramid. That's like a rhombus. I mean, right angle. Okay, so food pyramid below was a big old scam because on the very bottom where you're supposed to have the most food you're supposed to eat was all like bread, whole grains. Let's see, all this stuff that's like very very high calorie, but not enough protein. Okay, now last time I think I've seen a food pyramid, it was like mostly water on the bottom, which is good, and you drink water. Okay, so chat, what I want to do this time, I want to have y'all to give me some challenges. Okay, give me some challenges y'all want me to do. Especially for subscribing. If y'all haven't already known, our goal is 1K. All right, I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. So we're trying to get 1K this month. I mean, sorry, this week. All right, that's our goal. For every sub, I'm gonna do 5 push-ups. So yeah, if you are subbing, make sure you put in the chat. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay. All right, cool. You don't look like a real person. What do you mean I don't look like a real person? I'm as real as you could be. 100%. If y'all want to get an anime physique, like I said, there's just a couple things y'all got to do. You got to train every day. You got to eat high protein. You got to work out abs every day. Very important for your strength and your what's the word? Your I would say physique. Another thing is, let me see. Yeah, that's basically it. Oh, and consistency. That's the biggest thing. You gotta stay consistent, guys. Very important. Consistency is, I guess, even more important than everything I just mentioned. Okay, so consistency is more important than I would say most anything in life. You guys, because if you train every single day, you're gonna look 100 times better than what before. Okay. Eating enough is hard part for skinny body types. Okay. No, not at all. Okay. I used to be skinny. 100%. Chat. I used to be, especially after my car accident, I lost all my muscle. Literally everything. Because I couldn't work out for 4 years. So, Chad, after I finally recovered 3 years later, I had to slowly work at it. Okay. Are you on peptides? No. No, no, Chad. I'm not on peptides. I'll never recommend anybody to do peptides or steroids, anything like that. So yeah, no. Whoever said y'all think I'm very skinny. I mean, y'all think it's difficult to eat when you're skinny. It's really not. Okay. What y'all have to do is honestly pretty easy. Honestly, one thing I used to do just to make it easy, I would eat Chipotle. Like one burrito at Chipotle is about 1,000 calories. Sorry, I think I'm hearing stuff outside. Anyways, one moment. Okay, never mind. I was tripping. I thought I heard something downstairs, and it was just the TV on. Okay, so one Chipotle burrito is about 1,000 calories. Two of them you're gonna be already at. Let's see, two of them would be already at 2,000 calories. So there you go. That's almost all the food you need throughout the day. All right. So yeah, if you're skinny, it really isn't difficult to eat because high protein meals usually also high calorie, like steak. Steak have a good amount of calories. Okay, but honestly, rice, chicken or rice is usually a great way if you need to get a lot of calories and a lot of protein. For example, if y'all go to like Costco or Sam's Club, if you go to Costco or Sam's Club, those are where you could get your rotisserie chicken. I think it's like maybe $4. That way you could get a plenty amount of protein. And I used to get a lot of sticky rice. Sticky rice was delicious for me. Okay. All right. Hey, how y'all doing? Awesome, awesome. So yeah, chat. That's basically what I have for y'all. If y'all have any questions on physique or other questions, let me know. Diet, I would say workouts, anything. Let me know. With dropping weight, is chicken and fish a leaner option? With dropping weight, is chicken and fish a leaner option? Yes, absolutely. So chicken and fish is really good, chat. Another one is a good is tuna. Tuna could be good because tuna has less fat than chicken. Chicken has a little bit more fat than tuna. Sardines are a good suggestion for you too. Or steak. Steak is very good. Okay. So yes, that is a very good option if you're trying to weight. Now, this is very important. Do not confuse dropping weight and dropping fat. Okay, this is a very big deal. Huge misconception that people know. Okay, because I just had this talk with my girlfriend the other day. All right. So, and I think I talked this about some other time, other lives. Okay, so two people. Let's see if I can write the two backwards. Two people can weigh the same, but look completely different. Okay. So one person could be like me, who weighs 153 pounds, and another person could weigh 153 pounds and look completely different. Okay. So honestly, it depends what your goals are. If you're trying to lose fat and look better, it's going to be different than looking at the weight scale. Okay, it's very important because your weight scale it changes about 3-4 times throughout the day. Okay, because your weight is gonna change in the morning after you eat breakfast if you eat breakfast. When you start drinking water, okay, that's gonna change your weight scale. After you eat like dinner or lunch, or if you have like fruits or snacks. So the weight scale is going to fluctuate throughout the day, usually about about 2 to 6 pounds. Can't write two backwards. I'm still getting better at this. About 2 to 6 pounds. So your weight scale is going to change. That's daily. Okay, this matters on if you eat breakfast, drink water, dinner, lunch. So if you're trying to lose weight, that's completely different than trying to lose fat. Okay, so a good smart thing to do is if you're trying to get progress, you take. I'll show you really quick. You do what's called take progress photos. Okay, that's way better than using the weight scale. Why? Because like I said, your weight fluctuates throughout the day. If you weigh yourself in the morning, it's going to be different than how you weigh yourself in the evening and dinner time. Okay, so what's better for you is to take progress photos about, I would say, once every 3 4 days in the morning before you eat. Okay, so that's very very important. So did y'all get that, chat? Okay, put a one if y'all gonna make an attempt to look better this year. Okay, drop a one in the chat really quick. If y'all gonna work out, do some changes, anything like that, put a one in the chat. Come on, I'm here for y'all. Y'all are here for me, so I'm here for y'all. Yeah, drop a one in the chat if you're gonna make. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Cool, awesome. Let's see what a chat has said. Juice World was top. Okay, Long Live. Yeah, he has got amazing songs, but you know, Long Live Juice World. I'm sure you get this a lot, but how do you get a scar? If you don't mind sharing. Okay, chat. I'll tell y'all. So I got this scar. I was driving very terribly fast in the rain. I was going like 80. First of all, don't be dumb like I was. Do not drive fast in the rain. Okay, because my car hydroplaned. It spun out of control. It like caught something. The instance was pretty fast, about maybe 5 to 8 seconds. It rolled over and hit a tree, and I got shot through the windshield. Okay, I didn't have my seatbelt on, but it was pure blind luck. I didn't, because the doctor said if I did have it on, the impact would have killed me. So I got shot through the windshield. When I got shot through the windshield, I got 3 broken ribs, back fractures. I had a punctured lung. Okay, so that's how I got the scar. All right, in case y'all need to know. This is a great story. Okay, because after I got my scar, my huge car accident, I couldn't work out for about 3 years. Wait, no, I gotta write it backwards. About 3 years, I couldn't work out. Why? Because I was too damn injured, honestly. I was on crutches for like about 6 months. It was a long time. I had to wait about 2 years before I could even stop sleeping. I mean, I could even stop basically without being in pain. It took 2 years for me to be able to sleep without being in pain. Okay. So, and then, like I said, I lost all my muscle mass, everything. Like I was bare, really skinny because I couldn't work out for years. Okay, I was just in such recovery. So if I could do it, chat, y'all could do it. If I could recover from a car accident and be able to get all my muscle back, so can y'all. Y'all could do it without a car accident. And the cool thing is, I was able to do it about 90% of it, 95. Well, yeah, 90%. I did all home workouts. Okay, all the videos I have on my channel, make sure y'all subscribe. That way y'all can look through them. Are home workouts. In the Marine Corps, when I did 8 years, most of our workouts were home workouts, like push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, squats. Most of it is home, and then running. We did running like every day. Okay, so if I could do it, y'all could do it. Okay, if y'all aren't injured, you don't have a broken ribs to recover from. If your legs work, y'all could build muscle all at home. Okay, you don't need a gym membership. Subscribe to my channel and just do the workouts, and I'll help y'all. We're on this year as a team. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm here to help y'all. I'm here to help coach y'all to get your anime physique at home. So, like I said, if y'all have any questions on how to get abs, bigger arms, shoulders, anything, drop it in the chat. I'm here for y'all. Okay. I hope that answers your question on how I got my scar. All right. So yeah, home workouts is all you need. That and high protein diet. Okay. All right. What other questions y'all got, chat? All right. YouTube acting funny. So if I want to cut weight, would I need a color plan? Yes, you would. I heard you though. Okay. No, you should eat honey buns, lay around the couch. What should I do if I hit my macros by midday? Drink water. Drink water. Drink water is good. Another chat. If y'all already So it's gonna really depend on. Sometimes people eat like one meal or two meals and they get all the stuff they need throughout the day. Now, if you get hungry throughout the day, like you like already ate, you could do two things. All right, you could work out more than once. You could do cardio in the morning and a different workout at night. That way, it offsets your calories, so you can still eat. What else you could do is if you're hungry and you already hit your macros, is you have fruit like grapes. Something very, very low calories. They'll give you energy. They'll satisfy your cravings. So a good way to satisfy your cravings. Okay, this is actually a pretty good topic I didn't talk much about. All right, so chat for y'all to satisfy cravings, because everybody does get hungry. Some people don't have the discipline or the mindset to be able to not eat like trash. So, or they simply don't know. A lot of people don't know what to eat if you have cravings. So, first thing that's big to make cravings go away is drinking water. Okay. The reason I'm talking about is a lot of people don't know that our bodies confuse dehydration with hunger. Okay. A lot of times you're not really hungry, you're dehydrated. So, when you start drinking more water, okay, that's not going to add any weight to you or anything, but it will help you recover. Okay, very, very important. So that's one way to do cravings. Another solution is coffee. Coffee is a great way to off balance cravings. So I understand everybody's physically different. Some people hate coffee, some people love it. Me, I hate the way it tastes, but I drink it just for energy. Okay, so a good way to, if you don't like coffee, what you can do is also eat fruit. Like grapes. Grapes are a good way. I actually read that in Arnold's book. It was a thick one with a great cover on it. Eating grapes, or nuts, like some kind of like peanuts, that'll be a good way for you to offset. All right. So those will be able to satisfy cravings. Fruits, and another solution is I have for y'all. I'm gonna tell you real quick. This is my personal favorite. Is honey. Honey is what you call clean sugar. Okay, if you throw honey like on bananas, on peanut butter sandwiches, anything like that, or just eat it like on top of rice cakes. Rice cakes are very good. Rice cakes and honey are one of my favorite combinations. You put like rice cakes, peanut butter, and honey, that'll be like a cool snack. Okay, so those are a couple ways to satisfy cravings. Water, fruit, honey, and make sure that you get the right honey like at a farmer's market. Because be careful, a lot of stores they put the honey that has like added sugar, and you could tell it doesn't taste like real honey. Okay, so get honey like at a local farmer's market where they have like the honeycomb inside the jar or container. Okay. All right. What other question you got? All right. Holy cow! No problem. Okay. Let me see. Really, Jimmy? Is weightlifting once a week enough? Okay, so this is a really good question. All right, chat. So y'all don't have to weightlift at all if you do some kind of physical training. Like I got my anime physique mostly from doing bodyweight stuff. I learned all of it through the Marine Corps and when I was a gymnast. I was a gymnast from when I was 6 years old to 11 years old. Okay, so you can get very big and strong without weightlifting. Okay, so you don't have to weightlift honestly at all. You just do bodyweight stuff. So body weight is very, very good because the cool thing is your body is amazing. It'll adjust to doing, like, for example, a certain set of push-ups or sit-ups, but you can always challenge yourself. There's so many different body weight exercises you could do. So let's say you're done with, you do like 8 weeks of a certain body exercise. You change it up, then that's like a whole new training plan. It's completely. Then you're gonna keep growing. You're gonna get better, stronger, faster, more stamina. So to answer your question, it depends on what your goals are. If you're trying to get a lot of mass, no, weightlifting once a week is not enough. You typically want to do 3 to 4 times. Okay. Now you can still do the same thing doing body weight. Body weight exercises if you're trying to grow shoulders, arms, anything on your back. You should be training honestly every day. The reason why you train every day is multiple reasons. One is biggest thing I want to talk about is mental health. If you have a bad day at work, bad conversation with somebody, bad toxic person around you, or life just smacked you and you just don't feel like yourself, you feel anxiety, depression, bad thoughts, anything like that, go do some kind of exercise. Go jogging for a little bit. Go work out. You watch my videos when you subscribe. Do that. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. And drop in the chat that you subscribe because I do 5 push-ups for every subscriber. I don't think we have any subscribers yet. Okay. Bro, your upper ab insertion is crazy. Thank you. I was like at 25% now, 14. Congratulations. Hell yeah. I'm leaning out, but I'm much smaller now. I was 230, a little bulky but strong. I have my strength by 190. I feel small. The mental struggle is real. Okay. Nuts are hitting calorie bomb. Be careful though, but that's awesome advice. How do I alleviate lower back pain from excessive pelvic tilt, especially back when I was sleep? Okay, you have to do core exercises. Okay, chat. So if you have a lot of lower back pain, all right, it's very, very important. This is actually a great question, chat. So multiple people who have a lot of lower back pain, I used to have lower back pain myself, is because I neglected ab training. You should be doing ab training every single day because a lot of people don't know your abs are not only your stability, but your abs go around all the way to your lower back. This part is all connected. Okay. So when you do ab training, okay, one, you're gonna have stability. Very important. Okay. Two, and strength, obviously. But the biggest thing is gonna by you having more stability is gonna make your pain less. All right, because a lot of ab workouts, like doing leg lifts, things like that, it also incorporates you're using your lower back. So ab training is one of the most beneficial ways to fix lower back pain. Very, very important and very good question. Okay. You don't need medication, you don't need none of that bullshit. Okay. You just need to work out. So a lot of fitness gurus, I will be honest, and I've seen so many videos, which I think everybody in the chat has, you know, here, let me ask y'all a question. Drop a one in the chat if you've seen like a fitness guy give advice online. Just drop a one in the chat. I want to see how many people are. Drop a one if y'all seen any kind of influencer ever give like physical advice. Okay. Drop a one in the chat. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Now, what I want y'all to tell me, drop a two in the chat if they ever talk about working on your abs every day. If they did not, put a one in the chat. If all the people you've seen who give advice, okay, if they ever put you should work out abs every day, drop a two. If they don't, drop a one. If they never talk about working out your abs every day, drop a one. Okay? Drop a one. Exactly. See? So this is very, very the exact point I'm talking about. Most influencers, even like that scientific guy who's like a bodybuilder, he said, I don't work out core, I don't work out abs. All my abs are underneath my fat. That's straight bullshit. And I'll tell you a reason why. Okay? This is terrible advice that they give to the whole public. Okay? When I was in gymnastics, we worked out core every single day, straight up, because all your power and stability comes from your core. A lot of times, also, people don't know working out your abs is one thing very, very critical. It prevents injuries. Working out your abs every day prevents injuries. And I'll explain that in great detail. We all covered lower back pain. Great, that's a great example. However, I got other examples too that most people don't realize. Okay, so anytime, which people in here, y'all 100%, when you do my workouts and, you're part of my channel now, y'all are part of the enemy warrior squad. Okay, one thing everybody's gonna eventually get is y'all are gonna get stronger, and you're also gonna have more muscle mass. Okay, when these two things happen, when y'all get stronger and you do get more muscle mass, you're also gonna need more stability. You know, drop in the chat where do you think you get your stability from. Put in the chat where you think you get your stability and your core strength. Where do y'all get it from? Starts with an A. That's right. You get it from your abs. Okay. So that's why it's very, very important to core, exactly. You're exactly right. Core, get your abs. Okay. So it's very important. As you get stronger, as you get more muscle mass, okay, you're also going to need more stability and more core strength. Why? Because as you get heavier and bigger, for example, if you ever do squats or anything like that, body weight squats, any kind of walking or movement, you're going to need more stability for a bigger person. So that's why it's very important for y'all to work out abs every single day. I read Arnold's book. You know, I thought about doing bodybuilding before, but I didn't really get into it as much as I should have. But I do like reading and learning. Even he wrote in his book, you should be working out abs every single day for those exact reasons. Where core and stability and strength. Okay. The funny thing is, this backwards on the board looks like ass. But I know. Oh, it is. My bad. I meant to put back abs, not ass. Y'all are hilarious. My bad. It was ass. Abs. Yeah. Okay. Y'all are exactly right. Okay. So yes, that's why you have to work out core every single day. You know, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all put you subscribed in the chat. Yeah, you get your core from your ass. No, I'm funny. Y'all are hilarious. That was my fuck up. I'm sorry. I have to. Yeah, completely wrong. Okay, so yeah, that's basically why it's very very important. Work out abs every single day. It's one of the few muscle groups that you can literally work out every single day. Okay. All right. Who here in the chat watches or likes anime? Drop a one in the chat. Okay, because I have some questions for y'all. If we have some anime people, drop a one in the chat. That way I know. In the meantime, I'm gonna be writing something. I'm about to get clipped. I guarantee I'm gonna get clipped. Like the way you get your stability is from your ass. I'm sorry. Okay, cool, awesome. All right, cool. So yeah, who here has subscribed if they weren't subscribed before? Okay, drop a two in the chat. That way I know how many push-ups I gotta do. If you're a new subscriber, first of all, thank you. Our goal is to hit 1K subs by the end of the week. So drop a two in the chat if you're already subscribed. You're a new subscriber because I'm gonna do 5 push-ups for every new subscriber. Yesterday I was doing handstand push-ups. Okay, sub. Awesome. All right, cool. Nice. Thank you for our first new subscriber. Okay. Cool. So that's 5 push-ups for you, big dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'm gonna do exploding push-ups. That's a little more fun. All right, cool. Awesome, awesome. Cool. Hell yeah. Awesome. Thank you for the new subscribe, guys. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are helping me get to the goal. The reason I started this channel is to help everybody around the world get an anime physique without you spending money on gym membership. Okay? You do not need to spend money on gym membership, y'all. Okay? Dude, if I dedicate myself, how much weight can I lose in 2 solid months? Okay, that's gonna be depending on you, and here's the way I can answer that, so I don't sound like some kind of fitness guru that doesn't answer your question. Okay, it's gonna depend on 2 things. It's gonna depend on 2 things: how much weight you lose. It's gonna depend on if you train once a day or if you train twice a day. Okay, shit, backwards. I gotta write everything backwards, guys, because YouTube does it. It mirrors, so I have to. Okay, here the really portion I'm gonna talk about. Okay, if you're trying to lose weight and fat, doing 2 days will be 10 times faster, and you'll literally double your results. Here's the reason why. Okay, and I'll explain really easy. So let's say you do want to train twice a day. The first training is actually very easy. I talked about this in another live stream. It's called fasting cardio. That means when you wake up in the morning before breakfast, that's what BB means. Before breakfast, you jog 10 to 15 minutes. Okay? You jog 10 to 15 minutes at a conversation pace. Conversation pace means the person you're jogging next to, you can talk without running a breath. You're not gonna be like, oh, I can't breathe, guys. Oh, Chad, I can't breathe. You want to be able to jog at a pace that's moderate, where you can have a conversation with the person next to you. That's what conversation pace means. Okay, so you're gonna do that every morning for 2 months. You say you got 2 months. Okay, every morning before breakfast. When you do it for 10, 15 minutes, you do not increase the time past this. Reason why? because when your heart rate is at 125 to 140 beats per minute, this is your ideal. It's called fat burning. I'm sorry, fat burning zone. Okay, so when you're jogging this long, is you're in your fat burning stage. Okay, that's where your glycogen is being used. If you jog longer than 15 20 minutes, if you 20 is max, I would say, but usually if you're not really good at running things like that, I'd shorten it down for y'all. But you can do 20. Okay. But if you go above 20 minutes, you get out of the fat burning zone and you go into calorie burning. So then this is gonna be where you're gonna have to watch your calories. Okay, so it's very, very important. So you wake up in the morning every day, you do before breakfast, you do fasting cardio. That means you go jog 10 to 15 minutes at a conversation pace. Okay, that's your first workout. Okay, that's already your first one. Very easy. A way easy I can make it easier for y'all. Just go on SoundCloud on your phone, download three, four, five good songs, and jog. And then boom, you got your cardio knocked out for the day. Then the cool thing is, since you did your fasting cardio early in the morning before breakfast, your body is already continuing to burn more fat as the day goes on. That's very, very cool. Okay, so that's the first thing. So then your second workout of the day has to be 4 hours later. Okay, if you're doing any kind of strength training or any kind of body weight stuff, you want it to be 4 hours. See, 4 hours later from your fasting cardio. Okay, very, very important. Reason why is so that way you use more strength and you don't limit yourself. You're basically not trying to run the best or work out the best way with no fuel. Okay, so 4 hours later. All right, so you do your cardio in the morning and then your workout, your actual workout in the evening. Okay. If you don't know what kind of workouts you could do, just subscribe to my channel. I have a Never Gymless series from day 1 to day 32. And it doesn't matter where your starting point is. You could be advanced, you could be beginner, you could be your first day ever. You don't have no idea what to do. I have demonstrations and workouts for everyone to do. Okay. Also, in my workout videos, if you cannot do a certain movement, I have alternate movement. Like if you can't do push-ups, you do push-ups on your knees. Okay. I have it as easy as like a person who doesn't work out, like a female or a mom. I have workouts even for those kind of people who just don't have a lot of strength or just beginners. Okay. You know. So yeah, that's basically. So it's gonna matter on those two things. All right. To continue to answer your question on how much weight you can lose, then the second part is gonna be your diet. Is I wouldn't really say diet is meal plan. It's basically what you eat. Okay, you got to eat healthy. You can't expect to eat trash and be like trash foods and get non-trash results. Okay, if you eat like trash, you eat terrible, you're gonna get trash results. 100%. You know, so you have to eat clean. Eating clean is not difficult, y'all. Really, is don't eat fast food. You know, cook your meals at home. Now, if you can't cook, buy them. You know, if you can't buy them, order them. You know, like go to Costco or Sam's Club, it'll be cheaper. Okay. So if y'all live with your parents, ask your parents, I want to eat healthier. You know, have fruits, things like that. Okay. So that's what is going to matter on how fast and how much weight you lose. Because each person is different. Honestly, if you like dedicate yourself, you can lose 20, 30 pounds, honestly. You know. But it's going to matter if you train more than once a day. Okay. And it's going to matter if you eat clean or not. Okay. So it's very important. All right. What other questions you got, Chad? Yeah, yogurt is amazing, Chad. Absolutely. What do you think about lust? Terrible. Body weight 3 times a week, jog 2 to 3 times a week. Okay. That's not enough. I'll be honest. Y'all should be training every day, guys. Train every day. On your rest days, you could do a light jog or light workout like abs. Okay. I'm eating clean but not losing weight. Okay. Let me see real quick. All right. Cruel is different than Craig. All right, chat. So if you're having problems uh, losing weight, okay, most likely is two things. Is one, you're not training enough. Okay, what I mean by that, if you don't train 7 days a week, drop a one in the chat. Drop one really quick if you do not train 7 days a week. Okay. If you don't train 7 days a week, drop a one. That's okay. I was there before. Cool. All right. So that is your first problem on weight loss. Okay. Because, and I'll explain why. Consistency matters. Okay. Consistency matters. All right. Thank you guys for being honest. I appreciate it. It takes a big man or woman to be honest about how they're training. So here's why consistency matters. I'll give you an example. If you train 20 times a month versus 30, oh shoot, I gotta write it backwards. I forgot. I'll even make it easier. Okay. If you train 30 times a month versus 10, who do you think is going to have better results? Okay. This person or this person? Okay. Who do you think is going to have better results? The person who trains 10 times a month or 30 times a month? Drop it in the chat. Who do you think is going to have better? Okay. Then once y'all answer that question, I'll move on to the next one. Okay. Either put 10 or 30. Who do you think is going to have better results if someone trains 10 times a month or 30 times a month? Okay. Awesome. Now, next question. Person who trains every day versus a person who only trains sometimes. Okay. Who do you think is going to lose more weight? The person who trains every day or the person who trains sometimes? Okay. Drop an E if you think the person who trains every day is going to get more results and lose more weight, or the person who trains sometimes. Okay. Who do you think? This is why it's very, very important for consistency. Very, very important. Okay. Cool. All right. E will lose more. Absolutely. Y'all are right. Okay. If sleep patterns and calorie intake is shitty, no. 4 days I do weights 6 times a day. Okay, cool. So like next thing I'm gonna talk to y'all about. Okay. So no, I'm not saying train the same body part every day. I'm saying just work out. I don't even like using the word workout because when I say workout, people think going in the gym workout. I mean, do some kind of physical activities working out. Okay, so to answer your overtraining question, no, I don't believe in overtraining. I believe in people who don't get enough rest or recovery. Okay, rest or recovery. So on your rest day, which you can still train on your rest day, you could do abs. So that's what I mean. On your rest day, you could train your abs every day. Okay, that's one of your muscle groups. Or you do like a slight jog. Slight jog as your is called active rest. Active rest is very important because why a lot of times active rest is better than you not doing something is because it washes out the lactic acid you have, helps you recover, helps more blood flow. So when you do active rest on your like days in between, like let's say you do hard training 3 days a week, and then you have active rest in the day afterwards, and then you train another 3 days. Active rest is better because it gets more blood flow and makes your body all fine. Okay, so when people are talking about overtraining, I don't think there's anything overtraining. I think there's under recovery and under rest. So you have to eat clean and you have to have enough rest. Okay, most people who think about overtraining, they don't get 6 to 8 hours sleep or they don't eat clean. A big deal actually that causes a lot of injuries from overtraining, and I learned this from the Marine Corps, is water. Okay, so there was one point, I think it was like my second year in the Marine Corps. We had a lot of Marines that were randomly getting injured, even though they were all doing the workouts. Nothing really different has changed. We're kind of doing the same things, but they started getting injured a lot. Okay, and then we found out the reason why is because they were freaking drinking soda like crazy. They were barely drinking any water. They were drinking alcohol like crazy as well. So, yes, a lot of times people don't realize water is very crucial for your rest and your recovery. Okay, and it's big for injury prevention. Okay, very important for injury prevention. A lot of people know just by simply being hydrated, okay, drinking water, it's going to help you recover better, rest better. You actually have more energy throughout the day if you're hydrated. A lot of people don't know that. And it'll help you prevent a lot of injuries. Okay, it's kind of like, I would say, like a rubber band. If it's like dried up and you pull on the rubber band and it's like hot, it's not lubricant, it's gonna pop. Okay, think of that as your muscles. All right. So if your muscles aren't hydrated, they're dried up. They're gonna tear, like not in the good way. All right. So that's what I recommend for training. Okay. I wouldn't really suggest there's anything that'll cause you to overtrain, except doing the same body part. Like you can't do chest every single day. Chest, you need about 48 hours to relax and rest. Okay, so you do a different body part. Okay, easy way to train if you don't know how is you do 3 days on. Man, my handwriting's getting worse. You do 3 days of working out, and then 1 day active rest. During your active rest, you just train abs. There you go, do abs, and then you work out another 3 days, and then on your active rest day, you go for a jog. A light jog, 10 to 15 minutes, and then boom. That's how you train every day without getting injured. 3 days on, 1 day active rest. 3 days on, 1 day of active rest. Okay, very very important. Now, if you feel like hey, your body like can't even move, you got to listen to your body because everybody's different. Another very important thing is stretching is very, very crucial. Okay, stretching is really crucial. When I was in gymnastics, they'll make a stretch for like 30 minutes before we did any kind of physical activity. That's taking care of your body. Okay, so that's how you're able to train every day. Hope that answers your question. Cool. All right, chat. So, chat, drop a one if y'all are gonna start training and start working out. Okay, I'm here to help y'all. Any kind of questions or anything like that. I have 28 years of fitness experience. I know from being a gymnast, soccer player, wrestler. I did MMA before. I was in the Marine Corps. I tried out for Special Forces. I made it, but I didn't get selected, so that's why I didn't get picked. Okay. Awesome. Thoughts of jump rope. Oh, okay. So, chat, jump rope is amazing. Jump rope is one of the greatest exercises out there because it builds a lot of great shoulder endurance. No joke. It's, I think, when I was doing MMA, jump rope chat, we got told jump rope, I think 15 minutes is equal to 3 miles running. Okay. So, jump rope's amazing. Okay. Sounds gross, but I heard look at the urine color should be clear to pale. Yes, yeah, that's how you know you're hydrated. Yes. Yes. Thank you, bro. Absolutely. I got y'all. Make sure if y'all subscribe, drop in the chat that you subscribe. That way, I do 5 push-ups for every subscriber. Okay. Here, give me a sec. I want to see how my shoulder is. Maybe I'll do handstand push-ups today. Yeah. Cool. All right. We're gonna stick regular push-ups. All right. Cool. Awesome. All right. Awesome, Craig. Hell yeah. All right. More cool. Hell yeah. So that's push-ups for both y'all. All right. So yeah, 5 push-ups each. That's 10. Come on, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you for the subs. Appreciate y'all. Okay, make sure y'all drop in the chat. Maybe I think I should put that on the board. Chat, do y'all think I should put on the board, hey, if you sub, right, so that way you get your 5 push-ups? Because I know I'm putting that, but some people aren't writing that they sub. Okay. All right. How I got my scar was a car accident. Okay. Put clear. Yep, the clearer the better. All right, cool. All right, Chad, I'm gonna do it. So, so I'm good. Right. Right in chat. For your push-ups. Man, this is so difficult to write backwards, y'all. I have no idea. I want to see if y'all can read that. Right in chat for your push-ups. All right, cool. Awesome. All right, thank you, chat. Appreciate y'all. Okay. It's 2 a.m. in New Jersey where I am. Should I keep drinking water now, even though I am going be up for another hour or so? It depends how much water you drink earlier, brother. If you're already hydrated, and hello to everybody so far. Thank you to everybody. I appreciate all y'all in the chat. My goal is, like I said, to hit 1K subs this month. the purpose overall goal is I want to get monetized to be able to like use the YouTube as a source of income to help my mom who has cancer. Okay, so that's my overall goal, and my biggest goal is to help y'all get an anime physique at home. Okay, so if y'all have any questions, drop them in the chat so I'll help them answer live, like how to lose weight, how to build more muscle, how to lose fat. In the other previous lives, we talked about how to get like bigger muscle mass if you're plateauing or having problems. Only if you're worried about winning the bed. Chat, y'all are hilarious. Y'all are hilarious. Oh my god. Yo, appreciate y'all. Okay, awesome. So, I asked y'all earlier already. Type a one in the chat if you like watching anime, and if you do, write your favorite anime. Okay, I want y'all to tell me who has a better physique. Who has a better physique than Goku? All right. Put in the chat who has a better physique than Goku. If y'all watch anime, y'all should, because I'm trying to learn some more. Do sorry about your mom. Take care. Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. So yeah, put in the chat who y'all think has a better physique. Berserk. Berserk. Oh, okay, cool. 1997. Is Berserk the guy with the big sword, chat, or is that like Cloud? Mouth. Who's Mouth? Okay. Do you think it's bad to be on your phone at night when you're going to sleep? Yeah, absolutely. Here's the reason why. So, chat, in case y'all didn't know, a lot of your phones have blue light. When your brain gets hit with blue light, think of it as you chugging an espresso. Okay, if you're constantly on your phone chugging an espresso, you're gonna have difficulty falling asleep. Okay, Jiren. Oh damn, Bleach. Oh okay. So yeah, y'all right. Jiren whoops Goku's ass, bro. Like it's Jiren whoops Goku's ass. Even though he did get Ultra Instinct, still that was after like Jiren was fighting him, Vegeta, and everybody on the whole team. They literally had to have a whole squad just to beat him. Literally, whole squad. Okay, anime. LOL. Yeah. This is an anime fitness channel, so my whole goal is to help y'all get an anime physique. So that's literally why I'm doing this, to help y'all. Okay, but that's very very cool that y'all. Jiren, yeah, you're right. He does have a better physique than Goku, and he's 10 times stronger. He's a freaking beast. Okay, cool. All right. So next, I want to ask y'all. No, I already did. I'm gonna keep this. Chips. You are. All right. Do y'all have any other questions, chat? Like, do y'all have any questions about physical? Why does this guy look like he's 4'9"? Because I am. I'm 5'4". You know, big chair. You're small, bro. Must be able to do 500 push-ups without stopping in 10 minutes. Check out the Hell's Paradise. Okay, Hell's Paradise. Awesome. Okay, cool. I'm gonna write that down. Actually, so chat, write down and in the chat box what anime y'all think I should check out. I think y'all said Hell's Paradise. Okay, I've heard a lot of good things about that one. I'm gonna check it out. I think one of y'all said Bleach. I already read Bleach. That one's badass. So, what other anime are there that's popular right now? I want to learn. Go ahead. His May muscle ups can you do look like easily can do 15? I don't think I understand. Honestly, as I guess a question. Honestly, I don't think muscle ups are that impressive. I mean, what I was able to do it since I was like 7. So no, I think there's way more impressive stuff to be able to do than muscle ups. Okay, like I think walking on your hands is more impressive. Paradise anime. What anime are you currently watching? Do 500 push-ups for 1,000 ruble. Y'all are hilarious. Okay, I was watching JJK earlier. JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen. That's the one I've been recently watching. I haven't watched any new ones. That's why I'm asking y'all. So Hell's Paradise. What else I put? Uh, is One Punch Man stronger than Jiren? I don't know. Okay. See, that's a good question. So, is the have y'all seen the new series of One Punch Man? Drop in the chat if it's good or not. Because I heard from other people telling me that the new season of One Punch Man is garbage. Okay, if you have 2 bad days of eating, like not crazy, maybe going like 1,000 calories over maintenance each day, what are you doing on a third day to make up for that? So you're not really going to be able to make up for that, Chad. If you had a bad one day or 2 days eating, okay, it's the consist. It's you just have to get back to normal, okay? Because here's the thing: even if you eat like 2 days bad in a month, that's not gonna ruin a whole month's of working out. It's impossible. Or 3 months, or 6 months, or a year. Like if I go eat like trash the next 2 days, I'm still gonna look the same. Okay, I may have a little bit like slightly more body fat or anything, but not noticeable. Okay, because consistency is what wins. Consistency. So if you train every day for a whole year, that's okay if you have a cheat meal here and there. It's fine. You're human. Sometimes people like to eat ice cream. Some like me, I love popcorn. I effing love popcorn. Popcorn is like one of my favorite things out there. I'll go watch a terrible movie just to eat popcorn. I love popcorn. I eat popcorn maybe like once a month. Okay, so doing incline push-ups help upper chest grow? Yes, absolutely. Yes, chat. Free rim beyond great. Froggy fresh. Season 3 is better than season 2 in my opinion. Free. Wait, wait, Chad? Are you talking about season 3 of One Punch Man or season 3 of Free Run? Okay, joined new gym and tips. Any tips on working out? Newbie. Okay, okay. Well, honestly, my channel is you don't need a gym membership to work out. You could just literally do all the exercises I have on my videos and just get big and swole or whatever your goals are. I guess if you're first starting to work out, this is a couple of advice. Okay. So the question in chat y'all have is advice what to do is if you're new to working out. Okay. I got some good advice. All right. Very important is warm up. Warming up is very important before working out. Okay. Warming up. That's going to basically we learned this in the Marine Corps. It's called dynamic warm ups. Dynamic warm up. So what a dynamic warm up is, like basically getting your body prepped for movement. Okay, so that way you don't pull something. Like for example, if we're gonna go run, we'll like do this all the time before, like moving our legs to like stretch the hamstrings. You would do stuff like butt kicks, like just do warm ups. You, uh, like twists, like and doing like a few little lunges. Lunges would be good as a good warm up. Just basically get the body moving like 10 jumping jacks. So warming up is very important if you're starting to work out. Okay, the second thing is if you're new and you're still learning is stretching. Stretching is pinnacle and paramount. That means it's extremely important. Stretching is very important, multiple reasons. One is for injury prevention, okay? Two is for motion, full range of motion. Okay, so a lot of times I had friends, especially in the Marine Corps, they would be very, very strong, right? But their movement it was trash. They could barely move. They were like really stiff. They were like walking like a robot. They couldn't like they couldn't even do like arm stretches. Like they would like barely be able to do this. Okay, so stretching is very, very important. Your body is made to be able to move properly. Like I'm still flexible. Like I could do stuff like this. You know, it's not crazy, but it's just a little bit of flexibility. So stretching and warming up is very critical in case you are new. I'm just talking about stuff because the chat asked what y'all should do if you're new and tips and tricks. Okay. Another very important thing for y'all if you're new into working out is sleep. So sleep is very, very important. Okay, multiple reasons. One, it helps you recover. Okay, it's very, very important. You need adequate sleep. Okay, so when y'all asked me earlier, chat, if it's good to be on your phone when you go to sleep, that's terrible. You got to put your phone far away. Honestly, it's because the blue light is going to keep frying your brain. I've been guilty of it before, and I learned this like 2 years ago. Being on your phone is terrible for sleep. Okay, you want to do far away. You want to have your room dark. Okay, Sometimes even people put you know what I'm talking about? What that's called, like a sleep mask. Sleep masks. Those are good for. So sleep is very important for your rest. Okay, if you don't have enough sleep, your muscles aren't gonna repair yourselves, and a lot of times is gonna create what's called a hormone imbalance. That means you're gonna be cranky throughout the day. Like being deprived of sleep is very important. You people do get cranky; they get more aggressive because your hormones are out of whack because you didn't get enough rest from not enough sleep. Okay, so that's very important. You have to have adequate sleep. Okay, in case you're trying to grow any kind of muscle, get any kind of strength, any kind of basically anything with your body. And so it also prevents your injuries. You have to have sleep for all the above. Okay. So those are the three tips I would tell you if you're new into fitness. You have to warm up properly, very important. If you don't know what warm ups to do, look up on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok. Just look up dynamic warm ups. Okay. Dynamic with a DY. Dynamic warm ups. Okay. Then look up stretches. Stretches is very, very important. Okay. Why? Because you don't want to be working out and then you can barely move. Like you don't have the flexibility to even like do much of anything. Like it hurts your back to lift anything. So this is very important in case you're starting your journey or you're already advanced on your journey for being physically fit or going toward your goals. Okay, those are the three things I recommend. Okay, good question, Chad. Good question. Okay. All right, so let's see what else. I don't mean to keep throwing random questions, but I gotta go soon. But I just watched your anime leg workout. How many times a week do you do the 4 sets of bodyweight squats? Basically about like maybe twice or 3 times. You know, depends. Stretching movements before exercise, static stretching holds after. Yes, yes, absolutely, great. A great tip is don't get distracted by females. Chad, y'all are hilarious. Yes, get so no distractions. You're right. Okay. All right. If you want to learn how to do Hindu push-ups, uh, actually I think I have a video. Check out my channel and like give some description on how to do. Adam Levine from Maroon 5. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words, guys. You know, if you already subscribed, make sure you drop in the chat that you subscribe because I do 5 push-ups for every person subscribing. Okay. If we get 2 more subscribers, I'll do a handstand. I'll do a handstand for y'all. Okay. I'll walk on my hands. You're welcome. You're welcome, chat. I was born in Russia, but I live mostly in South Carolina. So I guess I'll give you a little bit of background about me. So my family were the first of our generation to move to America. Okay. So chat, when I first came to the States, I was about to say 6 years old. America has changed the life from my family so much. I didn't know a better way to give back than to serve the military. So I enlisted in the Marine Corps. You know, I did 8 years in the Marine Corps. That's the way I thought as a best way to say thank you for America changing the lives of my family. Okay. I'm America through and through, red, white, and blue, baby. All day, every day. You know. So that's why I love like anything American, like, you know, when people say like pew pew pew, or if you know where people do something cool and they have the screaming hawk sound. I think that's badass. I love America, man. Or even one time I had some beer pong shorts, but they were like red, white, and blue cups, so it looked like the American flag with beer pong balls. So I am sell YouTube channel 600. Okay, awesome. No, I'm not interested, but thank you. Thanks, by the way. Where you? Okay, awesome. So yeah, that's basically about me, chat. You know, I'm a Marine Corps veteran. Did 8 years, 5 active, 3 reserves. So as a thank you, you know, absolutely, yeah. Simplify, do or die. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know, awesome. Tempore or Justin, I don't know who are those people. Are those MMA fighters? Chat. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, but yeah, if y'all have any other questions, you know, drop them in the chat, guys. Thank you for your service. Absolutely, you're welcome, guys. You know, I appreciate the Marine Corps was awesome. I effing loved it. It was you have your good days and bad days, but it was a great learning experience. You learned a lot. Like I became really good swimming because when I wanted to try out for special forces, I was trash at swimming, and then my friends got me very good at swimming, and then we did fun stuff like playing underwater football, all types of cool shit. Okay, UFC champs. Justin is great, but he's too old for now. Okay, so what's crazy? Have y'all in the chat ever watched WEC? That was the lower weight classes. It was like where It was 155 or below to I think 135. Okay. What was your MOS? I was a 1341 heavy equipment mechanic. So we worked on the heavy like trams, doors, dozers, forklifts. Okay. Deadlift PR and bench PR. Wait, are you talking about the UFC fighter? I don't know. I'd have to see. Deadlift? Not sure. I think the most bench I ever did was like three something. I don't know. I don't remember. This was years ago before my car accident. Deadlift, I think I got like four. No, I say like a good solid like 8 to 12. Maybe it was like 385. I didn't really have to work out legs too much. I was just born with big legs. You know, I didn't find it. What you didn't find? What are you trying about? Okay. Oh, okay. You're talking about like my video for the Hindu push-ups. I don't remember exactly what day it was. To be able to help you do them, just look up on YouTube because I don't feel like doing a demonstration right now on those. How do you get big arms? Oh, okay, dude, I'm gonna start hardcore tomorrow, dude. Thank you so much. You're awesome guy. All right, chat. Thank you. When do you stream so I can follow you all the time? I'm gonna be streaming every evening, guys. Every evening. Okay. All right. How do you get big arms? Okay, so I have a bunch of workouts in my channel already. Another thing I'll tell you, so will help you get really big arms. And this is like one of my favorite pieces of advice for y'all. Okay, is this? It's called super setting, not super saiyan, but super sets. Okay, I'm not super saiyan, but super setting. Super setting means you combine two workouts. Okay, two workouts, one after another, and then resting, not in between. So a good example of a superset is doing wide push-ups, right? You do wide for this portion, and then another set of closed elbow push-ups. Okay, that's what supersetting means. And then you rest. So I actually learned from my buddy, really good friend Rob. He's one of my best friends growing up when I was in the Marine Corps. He supersetted all his workouts. So when you superset, you get insane mass, like insane definition, and it's a whole different kind of training. Okay, like I said, you combine two workouts, one after another, and then you rest about 60 to 90 seconds. Okay, like you do two chest exercises, for example, like two different styles of push-ups, one after another. So you do as many wide push-up example, as many wide push-ups as you can do, and then as many close grip push-ups you can do. Okay, that's that's just to get a bigger chest example. So if you do two arm workouts, one right after another, and then you rest, that's gonna make your gains go crazy. That's how you get bigger in almost every muscle group. Okay. Now I will be honest with you. If you don't superset before, you haven't done it, like it's gonna be a little bit of a culture shock. What I mean is, when you start supersetting, you're gonna get a lot of more fatigue the normal. That means you're going to get a little bit tired faster. Why? Because it's a whole new training program you're not used to. You'll probably start sweating a lot more. You start being a little bit more out of breath. That's normal. That's fine because it's a different kind of training program for y'all. Okay. So supersetting is a great way to make any body part really, really big. Okay. If you want specific for arms, subscribe to my channel. I have plenty of arm workouts on y'all, all body weight. So if you're trying to get bigger triceps or biceps or shoulders, I got plenty of workouts on there for y'all. Okay. Brother, we are in Ramadan. What are you doing? Oh, okay. So the purpose of my channel, guys, is to help y'all build the anime physique at home without a gym membership. Okay. Yes, exactly. So, oh, awesome. All right. So, a new sub. Cool. Congrats. You got your 5 push-ups, brother. Thank you. All right. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more in case I miscounted. All right. Cool. Yeah. Make sure y'all write in the chat for y'all subbing. That way I know. Okay. All right, chat. What y'all say? What questions y'all got? All right. Cool. I'm skinny, so I'm trying to eat as much as I can without doing any workout. Wait, what? Except walking, but still can't get weight. Actually losing, but what is your advice, mister? So why am I? So I'm. Okay, so if you're trying to gain muscle mass, you have to work out. I'm sorry. The proof is in the pudding, Chad. I'm sorry. You have to. So if you want to get bigger muscles, you have to work out. Okay, this is the name. Just like for example, if you want to get better at swimming, you have to swim. If you want to get better at video games, you have to play. So that's anything in life. So the best advice for you, you have to start working out, brother. Chad, if you don't know what workouts to do, subscribe my channel. I have a Never Gymless series from day 1 all the way down to 32. Okay, it doesn't matter your fitness level. So if you're a beginner, even if you're advanced, the body weight stuff is great. Okay. All right. So for creatine, I've never really taken creatine much. I need to start actually because I've done a good amount of research for creatine, especially for recovery and muscle uh, denseness. Okay, I would say muscles get more denser because creatine gets the water into your muscles better. Okay, a weight lift, squat, military press, deadlift, benches are these effective for MMA? Okay, so let me ask. Okay, let me think. All right, so yes and no. All right, here's the mean. So if you do weightlifting, it's gonna increase your strength, right? But you're also gonna need to do conditioning for MMA. Like when I did MMA for 2 years, we did we barely did weightlifting, but the weightlifting did was like kettlebell training. It was like a blend of cardio and explosiveness. Like for example, when the MMA workouts, the weights we did, it was more explosive. It wasn't specifically bench. It wasn't specific uh shoulder press or anything like that. We did explosion, like explosion and stamina. Okay. So like flipping tires. Flipping tires what we did as part of our MMA training. Doing sledgehammer swings. Those were another good part of MMA training. Pulling chains, like so that which is legs, like like running with chains on your back or like doing sled pushes. Like that was, so for MMA training it was conditioning and strength. Because the way our MMA coach explained to us, it was your strength, your explosion, and your power are all tools in your toolbox. Cardio and conditioning are how long you keep that toolbox open. Okay, so if you have a lot of strength, if you have a lot of explosion, you have a lot of power, but you have zero cardio, you're not going to be able to use these for a long time. Okay, so cardio and conditioning are the ability for you to use your strength for long periods, your explosion, your uh, strength, your power. So that's why you need conditioning. So to answer your question, it's going to be beneficial. It's going to make you strong. However, you're going to need conditioning and you're going to need uh yeah, basically yeah, you're just going to need conditioning and stamina to be able to use the rest of your power for MMA training. But obviously to get really good at MMA training, honestly the MMA workouts are better. Like hitting the bag for boxing and Muay Thai gives you insane shoulder endurance straight up. Okay. Yeah, deadlifts and squats are good for MMA. Yes, they are, especially for power. But you'll need more condition to be able to use that power better. Jump rope enough for cardio. So it depends on what kind of cardio you're doing. Yes, jump rope is amazing cardio because it builds a lot of strength, endurance. Doing burpees is great for cardio. Swimming is good for cardio. But yeah, jump rope is amazing. Jump rope is very very good cardio. Okay, it's amazing, honestly. Sir, I'm 6'2". I weigh around 90 kilos. So will it take more time to grow muscles? What be my approach? Any tips, sir? I've been working out 7 months, but still look the same. Okay, so this is a good question, Chad. All right, cool. So this is a very, very good question I want to talk to y'all about. All right, so if you've been working out, you're not seeing progress. Okay, here's some amazing advice I recommend. Okay, so if you're doing the same thing every day, you're gonna have to do is called change things up. All right, so every 8 weeks, 8 weeks, you want to start changing your workouts, okay? Because your body does what's called plateau. Okay, it can plateau in either gaining strength or size or stamina. Okay, so you're doing the same workouts every single day or consistently for weeks. Okay, you may start not getting stronger. you may start not getting strength, stamina, and you may start not getting size. Okay, so that's called plateauing. Okay, so every 8 weeks you want to change up your workouts. Okay, now body weight's a little bit different. Body weight's it's tough to plateau if you because there's maybe I would say 12 different kinds of push-ups out there. So you could keep changing it up, okay? But for your case scenario, chat, what y'all do is change your workouts every 8 weeks, okay? And there's so many different workouts out there, it's not even funny, okay? But that's to answer your question. Every 8 weeks, especially if you're weightlifting, you want to change it up so that way your body stops plateauing. You start gaining strength. So another good thing you can do is, let's say you're lazy. Let's say you do not want to change your workouts. Let's say you love your workouts. You're like, hey, you feel a good groove. You want to keep them. Or you maybe are maybe too afraid to try something new, or maybe you have some physiological problems where doing other workouts like hurt you, and you found some that work. Okay, so what you're gonna do instead of you changing the workouts, okay, and you want to get progress, what you're going to do is what we talked about earlier. You're going to superset. You're going to put the workouts together. So instead of you doing one workout and then resting and doing that 4 times, you're going to put two workouts together and then you rest. That's a whole different kind of workout now. Okay, so that's another way to uh, stop plateauing. Or you could just add a workout to what you're currently doing. For example, let's say you do push-ups, right? Let's say you're doing push-ups to build chest strength, okay? And you love doing push-ups. After you're done with your main set of push-ups, add a different kind of push-ups, like close grip or wide grip or incline. Like when you do push-ups like this, that's at an incline, okay? So you then do two different sets of push-ups, and that's your first set. And then boom, you have a whole different workout. Instead of you just doing one push-up, you put two different kind of push-ups together, and then that's your superset. Okay, that's how you start progressing. Okay, so these are very good questions, chat. You know, so that's what we covered. If you're doing the same thing and it's not working, that's literally the definition of insanity. Okay, insanity means doing the same thing expecting different results. Literally, um, dictionary definition. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what you could do. So those are two things y'all could do to change it up so that way you don't plateau. Supersetting workouts. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Here's my subscription. Awesome. Yeah, you're welcome. That means you get 5 push-ups. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Also, at the beginning of the stream, if y'all go back to it, we did an ab workout. So that way, in case you want to do abs. All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more in case I miscounted. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Our goal, chat, is to hit 1K subs by the end of this week. So if y'all subbed, make sure y'all let me know. I think I might have to get like a second chair so y'all can be able to sit. That way y'all can see. Or maybe it's the angle here for people to see. Cool. Make it teen. Oh, all right, fine. Let's do a 10, just for you, because you requested, chat. Chat wants me to do 10 push-ups per sub. Damn, if 10 subs is 100. Yeah, sure, let's do it. All right, let's do 10. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more in case I miscounted. Okay, cool. Awesome. You're welcome, guys. The purpose of my channel is, if y'all like anime, I'm a big anime fan. Okay? And if y'all want an anime physique, I'm here to help y'all. Each person in here, subscribed or not subscribed, I can help y'all get all the anime physique at home. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. Without you spending money on gym membership. Okay? I built my anime physique at home. So can y'all. After a car crash, after broken ribs, that's why I got my scar. After freaking back fractures, Tell me something about your car accident. Uh, I guess that's what happened. Like I said, I was driving too fast. I got shot through the windshield. I had 3 broken ribs. I had back fractures. I had a punctured lung. I was on crutches for about 6 to 8 months, and I couldn't sleep without pain for 2 years, 3 years. It was effing sucks. So I don't want y'all to make the same mistake. Do not drive stupid. I drove stupid in the rain. My car hydroplaned because when it's raining outside, it's not just water that's on the ground and the road. It's all the oil that comes off from cars and exhausts. It's other stuff because they never clean the roads. You know, Hey, who here in the chat has ever seen any highways ever cleaned? Drop a one if you've never seen a highway ever cleaned. Drop a one in the chat. If y'all never seen any highway when you're driving ever get cleaned, drop a one. I want to see. Yes, had no seatbelt. Yes. So yeah, put a one in the chat if you've never seen any highways ever get cleaned. I just want to make sure it's not just me. No. I expected my goals too high. Do 100 push-ups. This dude is still here for a reason. Yes. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not the only one. So I'm glad y'all agree with me, guys. I've never seen highways ever get cleaned. I never saw any like road, like nothing. I've seen like streets like local areas. I've seen like sweepers there, but I've never seen highways ever get cleaned. I was driving the other day. I saw a tire in the middle of the road, a popped tire. I'm like, if I wasn't paying attention, I could have got another accident. Okay, so they never clean the highways. You know, yeah, I appreciate y'all. My goal is, thank you for all the anime warriors y'all are in here. I'm here to help y'all answer questions and help y'all get an anime physique at home. Okay. If you weren't in the beginning of the stream, if y'all are fresh to the stream now, type a two in the chat so I can tell y'all really quick what we went over. I'll short summary it. So put a two in the chat if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream. Okay. So I'll basically cover what we talked about earlier. It's great advice. This is like how to lose fat, how to lose weight. So put a two in the chat if you weren't here at the beginning. Two. Let's see. All right, cool. So here's what we talked about earlier. Okay. Very simple. It's for y'all to lose a lot of fat. Okay. If you want to lose fat, the questions the chat asked before earlier is cravings. What y'all do is if you're craving and you don't know what to eat. Okay. So we talked about multiple things. One is eating fruits, right? Eating fruits while you're having cravings. For example, like grapes. That's good for energy. Okay. Uh, Raisins, a bunch of fruits, peanut butter. I'm sorry, bananas and peanut butter, things like that. Another thing is what you're gonna do is if you have cravings, is you're gonna drink water. Okay, because our bodies a lot of times people don't know the signal for you being hungry and dehydrated feels almost the same. So if you start drinking water when you're having cravings throughout the day, one thing is water is gonna help you lose weight, and what I mean by weight is fat because water speeds up your metabolism. A lot of people don't know that. So when your metabolism sped up, you burn more fat throughout the day. That means you get skinnier and you look better. Okay, so fruits is what you're gonna eat when you have cravings. Water is what you're gonna drink. Is if you don't have fruits available. And another little sugary sweet, if you have a sugar craving, you're gonna combine fruits with honey. Honey is the nectar of the gods, my friends. So, Chad, listen. Honey is the one of the most beautiful substances we ever have on the planet. Okay, you put honey in peanut butter, you put on bananas, you put it in your oatmeal, you put in your tea. It's amazing. It's what you call a clean sugar. That means it's a sugar that's not bad for you. Like fruit. Fruits are clean sugar. Okay, so that's what we covered it earlier. Is if you're having cravings, you know. So those, what I want y'all to know in the chat. That's what we covered. So drink water when you're hungry, because honestly, you may feel dehydrated. Most people don't drink a gallon of water a day. Okay, you don't. You should be drinking a gallon of water a day, even if you're not training. Okay. This reminds me actually of another live stream I did. There was some people in the chat. They were asking what to do if you're getting headaches and migraines and you feel irritable or anger, you're like you have a lot of you just don't feel good. A lot of that is tied to drinking water. Okay, because if you're not hydrated, your body doesn't perform well. You get bad sleep. So what I do actually, I go to Chick-fil-A. If y'all have a Chick-fil-A, and you get a 32-ounce cup. Okay, 32-ounce cup. It's free, except on Sundays. Obviously, you know they're closed. So you get a 32-ounce cup at Chick-fil-A, and that's a quarter. That's a quarter of a gallon. So you drink four of those, you're at a gallon a day. And it's free. So I just gave y'all the life hack to get free water for the rest of your life, except Sundays, obviously. You know. So, man, I suck at riding backwards for the four. Man, I keep doing the same thing. Mm, there we go. So yeah, four of those 32-ounce cups is a gallon of water a day. Easy, you hit your goal. And also, like I said, when you drink a gallon of water a day, it's gonna pee out a lot of bad stuff that your body doesn't need. You know, a lot of sugars you don't really need. It'll make you feel better, it'll make your headaches go away, and it'll help you increase your physique. Okay, cool, awesome. Any other questions, guy, we have in the chat? You know, before I wrap it up for today. You know, hello, how are you, Pricey? Awesome. Hello, everybody in the chat. Okay, make sure if y'all subbed, you write down in chat because I do 5 push-ups for every person. Sir, one different question: do you watch movies or play any sports, sir? Okay, I love movies. Uh, chat, write down your favorite genre of movies. Do y'all like horror? Do you like action? Do you like comedy? Put in the chat what your favorite kind of movies are. Yes, I love movies. Okay, put in the chat your favorite kind of genre movies. You're a weirdo. Why? Because I like movies? That's never. That doesn't make sense. I guess you don't like movies or watching anything like with enjoyable entertainment. Okay, that doesn't make sense. So yeah, I think most people like movies. You know, or you just maybe never been on a date and can't go on a movie. Sci-fi currently. Okay, cool. Sci-fi. Oh, like Star Trek. Star Trek were a couple pretty good movies. You know, I like action. Action movies are good. You're a total NPC. I can't. You know why? I'm not an NPC. I can prove it. Yo. Can an NPC do this? I don't think NPCs can do this, can they? Boom. I ain't no NPC, my friend, and I just proved it. Yeah, that's the first time I called an NPC. No. And if you're new to the chat, you know, thank you for watching the live stream. My goal here is to help y'all get an anime physique at home without you spending money on gym membership. You can do all the home workouts, okay? Yeah, space and stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, sci-fi is pretty cool. I do like sci-fi movies. They're pretty badass. I cannot I like horror movies. But chap, horror movies terrify me because my brain plays tricks on me. At night I get nightmares. So I hate horror movies for the fact that I get nightmares later and I can't do anything about it. So they're really good horror movies, but I get nightmares, so then I hate them. Like for example, my friends, they took me to see Paranormal Activity when it came out because it came out on my birthday. It was the worst birthday present I had my whole life. I couldn't sleep the whole night. I had to stay up playing Halo just because my brain was playing tricks on me. So it was terrible. So unfortunately, yeah. What are some good movies they all seen recently? Put in the chat some good movies because I want to know some good movie advice. So put any good movie you've seen recently in the last 6 months that's good. They all liked. Okay, anything comes to mind. All right. Good horror movies are two made by Raka Twins. I think it's called Let Me In and Bring Her Back. Okay. No, I don't want good horror movies. I just want good movies. I'm not gonna watch horror movies because I get nightmares. Good horror movies, Tales of the Crypt Demon Night. Okay, maybe I'll watch a few. I'll try. Why not? You know, I'll invite my girlfriend over so she can like calm me down. Hey, they're so good. Trust me. Okay, let's see. Good horror. Two made are the two made by Raka Twins. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Raka Twins. Raka Twins for security. Wait, have y'all played any horror video games? Okay, if y'all played any horror video games, I want to know which ones those are. You all will like it. Okay. All right. Yeah. So put in the chat really quick. Any good horror video games? Definitely want to see the advice on this one. You know, eventually I'm gonna start changing the live stream to the doing like half workout and questions, and the other half playing video games or watching something cool. Resident Evil 9. Oh, okay, RE9. Awesome, awesome. There was one video game I liked before it was horror. I think it was called Dead Space. Dead Space scared the hell out of me. Oh my god. Okay, like this new horror movie has demonic stuff. People don't know what they're playing with. Serious stuff. Okay, Resident Evil 9, World War Z. Okay, Soma was kind of a scary one. Soma, is that a video game or a movie? Chat. You know. Okay, chat. Would y'all Dead Space is definitely okay. Okay, chat later on because like I said, this is gonna be an anime. Is an anime fitness channel. Okay. Uh, would y'all be opposed to later on like playing like a scary video game later? Okay, not today, but I'm gonna do it in the future. Type one in the chat if y'all think it'd be cool for later on in future streams. We do half like fitness and Q&A, and then I have doing like something fun and exciting, like playing a horror game. Okay, so yeah, type one in the chat if y'all want me to play some horror games later. I have an Xbox downstairs. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right, down. Okay, so I want y'all to recommend me some horror games that I'm gonna have to buy. Okay, definitely. So put in the chat title names for some horror games. Okay, because I'll be scared with y'all. I'm not. So definitely put in the chat. I'm gonna write these down. Okay, of some horror video games. Okay, we got. I think y'all said RE9. I think that's one of y'all. Resident Evil 9. All right. So yeah, Resident Evil 9. Okay. RE9 would be a good start. All right, cool. RE9, cool. Definitely RE9 then. Hell yeah. All right, cool. Some will make you reflect on some existential type shits. Okay, wait. Soma. Okay, so is Soma a video game or a movie? You got chat. You gotta tell me. Is it Soma a video game or a movie? Okay. RE9 definitely. All right. I'm going shopping. This is gonna actually. I'm gonna love playing video games with y'all. This is gonna be fun. Silent Hill 2, Alien Isolation video game. Okay, okay. So Soma's a video game. All right, cool. So we got Soma. Check. Soma, and then Silent Hill. I'll remember. Silent Hill. Okay. All right. What else? What other games? Silent Hill 2 remake is good. Okay, so should I get Silent Hill 2, or Silent Hill 2 remake? Is there? Okay, so the remake. Okay, so remake. Is it called remake or is it just like a newer version? Like, because I don't think any video game has the word remake in it. I could be wrong. Okay, so is remake like just Silent Hill 2? Well, I but Silent Hill 2, so I'm confused that. Okay, Silent Hill 2, and then remake. I'll just Google it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Newer version of Silent Hill. Okay, I've heard Oppenheimer movie is good. Okay, I don't think that's a scary movie, but yeah, I heard that's with um, is with the main actor from Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders was a badass series. Okay, Oil Silent Hill 2 is PS2. Okay, okay, now I understand. All right, Chad, thank you. Okay, dude, I never thought this channel will ever be playing horror video games, but hey, it sounds fun. I'm not gonna lie, and I get to eat popcorn during it too. Okay, cool. All right, give me a challenge, chat. I want y'all to challenge me to do like um, push-ups or burpees or maybe let me see, maybe walk on my hands. Okay, that's the thing I want to get better at too. Just so y'all know, I want to get better like handstands, things like that. Okay, I think I saw most of the overweight movie of all time the other day. There Will Be Blood. Oh, There Will Be Blood. Oh, okay, okay. I've seen bits and clips. I haven't seen the full thing. Okay, awesome, cool. So yeah, I want to get basically better, like doing calisthenic stuff. You know, where like you're like go on your hands. Ugh. It's a little bit tough. I gotta get better at it. Doing more calisthenic things. All right, my scariest game really is Scary Outlast game. How many pull-ups can you do in one set? Pull-ups, I think the most I've ever done pull-up wise was 25. 25. Push-ups and clap hands. Okay, let's see if I can do it. All right, let's do it. All right, Chad, you asked and I shall deliver. All right. Clapping push-ups, right? So I can't do it backwards yet. I don't think I can do that yet. All right, so I gotta get at least one sub doing this. Apple. Cool. That's a good challenge, not bad. All right, cool, awesome. Let's see. Oh yeah, also if y'all subscribe, make sure you tell me because you get 5 push-ups at least. Awesome, really good. Cool, cool. I think I saw. All right, cool. All right, so make sure I got this right. So you got Resident Evil 9. Oh, this is a good question. I need y'all really answer this. Tell me, Chad. For the console, should it be a PS5 or should it be an Xbox One? Okay. And I want to hear why. It's very, very important. I really want to hear y'all take on this. PS5 or Xbox One? Or maybe PC. Okay, PS5. All right, cool. PS5. All right, cool. Yeah, y'all tell me I'm going to get it. I'm not joking. I have some, excuse me, some funds set up to be able to get a new console. So PS5 or Xbox One. All right. Dude, you're ready to be a millionaire? Just sign up. You're ready to be a millionaire. Just sign up WWE. You'll be rich in a year. I want to see you stream it. All right, PS5. Cool, awesome. All right, cool. Hell yeah. All right, so PS5 is the winner, guys. You asked, chat, so I'm going to get a PS5. All right. Along with live stream, brother, you should make regular videos. Full support. Thank you. Oh, so I do have regular videos. Go on my channel. I have plenty of workout videos. Here's another thing, chat. I need y'all to tell me. Okay, this is an idea I had, and I want y'all to tell me if I should continue doing this or not. Okay, PS5 takes the winner. All right, I'm gonna keep these up. All right, so I'm gonna rewrite that in a second. Okay, so I need y'all to help me with this. Or I need y'all to tell me because I started making videos earlier before of how to eat healthy at fast food places. Okay, I've already done 5 restaurants for that. I've done KFC. I'm sorry. I've done Popeyes. I've done McDonald's. I've done Wendy's. I've done Chick-fil-A, and I've done Jersey Mike's. Okay, should I continue that as part of the regular videos? Because chat, y'all just told me to make regular videos. Should I still continue to make videos of how to eat healthy at fast food places? Okay, I've done 5 videos so far. They're on my channel. Okay, and the reason I did those is because sometimes I notice people don't know how to eat healthy at fast food places, or y'all don't have an option. So sometimes chat doesn't have time to meal prep. Sometimes y'all in the chat just are busy with work and fast food's the only available option to have. So type a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to still continue making how to eat healthy at fast food places. Okay, type a 1 in the chat and I will do another one tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna choose a restaurant. Okay, if I get enough ones right now, I'm gonna let chat decide which restaurant to do. Okay. Okay, wait. Let's see. Hold up. Coach saying, all right, wait. Let's see. PlayStation 5 is a superior choice for modern game, while Xbox One is recommended for budget conscious players. Large backlog of older games. I did have a lot of older games. Okay. What comparison is this? Xbox is last gen, PS5 current gen. Yes. Okay. Coach saying, yeah. How you doing? Yeah, I agree. It'd be fair if he did Xbox Series X, something like that. Bozo, the stuff that stuff causes cancer. What causes cancer? It's impossible. What? No, I'm a pediatrician. That's unhealthy, man. Man, you gotta eat something healthy. It decreases your lifespan. Yeah, don't do that. You shouldn't eat that. What are y'all talking about? Eat what? Chat, what are y'all talking about? Wait, are you telling me not to put okay. I don't understand what you're saying. Are you telling me don't make videos on how to eat healthy as fast food places? So one in the chat if you do want me. Okay, so they're telling me, yeah, I understand. I understand don't eat fat healthy. The food they were talking about. Exercise, increase your lifespan. Absolutely, y'all are right. Yes. Okay. So y'all don't want me. So type a two in the chat if you don't want me make fast food videos. Okay. Type a one if you do. I was just saying as an option because some fast food places do have a healthy option. Some don't. Okay. Some like for example, Chick-fil-A. You can't eat healthy at Chick-fil-A. Popeyes. I've done Popeyes. Okay. All right. So Popeyes I have in my channel. I've already done. You can eat the blackened chicken tenders. They're very high protein, low calories. Okay. There's autocorrect. One. All right, cool. So, dude, grow up and put a shirt on. What are you, 14? What exercise helps you get rid of waist fat? Okay, very good question. All right. I covered this earlier in the beginning of the chat. So I'll help you out with this. Okay. So for ones for like for waist fat. Okay, so waist fat is going to be diet and is going to be exercise. So it depends for your waist. If you want to do like obliques, okay, I recommend doing these. So for obliques, you know what? I'll do a fast food video just for because some of y'all putting yes and no. So I mean, I'll still wait for the total response. But for waist fat, okay, so doing side planks is very good. Okay, that's very a good way for to do that. To overall waste is doing vacuums, standing vacuums. So you know you breathe out all the way, and then you blow out all your air, and then you inhale. I mean, you blow out all your air, and then you suck in your belly button. That's gonna have help your abs look how they're at rest. I'm sorry, rest as in you're standing up or you're basically not moving. Now, if you can't do standing vacuums, you could just lay with your knees and all fours and do vacuums that way. Okay, so side planks are very good for waist, abs. In the stream I did yesterday, we did a whole circuit for uh, for abs, but I'll tell you the exercises. So we got also Russian twists. That's very good for obliques. Okay, and we already credit side planks. Side planks are good for obliques. Another one is doing standing oblique movements. So you basically put your hand up and you go one, one, two, two. Those are also good for side and obliques. Okay, so that should answer your question. So Russian twist in the stream I did yesterday, the one the workout stream, y'all can go back to and look. It shows a lot of side. Okay, cool. All right. Haters gonna hate. Yeah, I understand. The mirror. Yeah, so what if is true? My team has done research study of this new side, so I might want to watch out for that stuff if you are my patient. Okay. Wait, and okay, just so I understand, what are you recommending not to do? I don't understand. He's hot, can be shows the Okay. Oh, right, okay, I get it. Okay. Now I understand. Okay, now I get the chat. All right, cool. All right, cool. I get it. So yeah, y'all don't want me to make videos of fast food, how to eat healthy at fast food places. Okay, cool. All right, cool. I got it. Noted. Thank you. Thank you. So there's just like so many comments at once. I was trying to read all of them. I appreciate that. Okay, cool. No, absolutely. I highly recommend not eating fast food. I was just thinking of a content idea. You're exactly right. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, of course. The haters are gyno. Wait. Gyno chest fat. Wait, what's guy? I don't know what that is. Gyno get. Hmm. Okay, I don't understand. Do you mean get rid of chest fat? Any tips? I never heard of chest fat. You mean like what do you mean, chat? What do you mean? What do you mean? You mean get rid of chest fat? Or I didn't even heard of chest fat. Okay. Yeah, we got that. It's just very bad, sadly. Why not show better alternatives to fast food like healthy meals? Well, that's literally what I was thinking about doing is like how to eat healthy at fast food places. Because some fast food places do have healthy options if you don't. But no worries. I think that's a better idea. Just give healthy alternatives. I think is a good idea. You're right. Okay. Yeah, he's wondering how to get gyno. I never heard of gyno. Gyno. I'd have to do some research. This is the first time I ever heard of that word. Besides a gynecologist, I just never heard of gyno. Okay. His fat deposits at the bottom of the chest. Okay, so bottom of the chest. You mean like here, fat deposits. Uh doing doing decline chest exercises, for example, doing decline would be very good. For example, you could use like some kind of platform right there and do decline. That'll be good for lower chest wise. Okay. Another good one for I guess lower chest and inner would be elbows and push-ups. Elbows and pushes are really really good, and I'll give you a good demonstration. Okay. So when you do push-ups, it's different than if your elbows go like this out or elbows in. Elbows in is like this. They're basically like almost touching your side. Okay, so those are elbows and push-ups. Whenever your elbows in, you see is going to be contracting this portion all the way up here. Okay, so elbows in will be basically this portion all the way inward for elbows and push-ups. Okay, and you're also going to get a good amount of tricep work that way too. Okay, but elbows and push-ups are like some of my favorite. That builds a really really good inner chest and kind of it sculpts you. Now, if you want another alternative to push-ups, swimming. Swimming is very, very good for as a chest sculptor. It's not gonna increase your mass, but it'll be like an addition to sculpting. Okay, so that's what I recommend. I go swimming a couple times a week, so it's really fun. Okay, all right. So that's what I recommend doing. Inner chest workouts. Like I said, elbows in. You can basically when your elbows are in like this, this gets like in this portion of the area versus elbows out, and doing decline, like where your feet are up there and your lower chest is there. Okay, cool. Especially cheese. Yeah, I've never heard of gynecosmia. I like learning. I'm not a know-it-all, but I do have pretty good wealth of knowledge. Your underarm shaved. Yes, they are. Yes. y'all's y'all are hilarious. Okay. Yeah, hilarious. Yeah, I do. Yes, I am the type of people who, when it comes to train abs, I'll say, "I'll see you next time." No, you gotta train core and abs every day. Okay, it's very not that difficult. Okay, it's really, really. You have plenty of ab workouts you could do at home. You should be working out your abs every day. That's one of the few muscle groups you can work out every single day. Why? Because it's for stability, it's for strength, it's for lower back pain too. Okay, it's very, very important. Okay, you don't have to shave. What's your view on cardio? Okay, so cardio is very. This is actually a very good question, Chad. So I'll talk about this. So throughout your body, you have strength, you have power, you have explosion. Okay, and yeah, that's about it basically. So these are what you call your tools in your toolbox. You have strength, you have power, you have explosiveness. Cardio, these are your tools in your toolbox. Cardio is how long you keep your toolbox open. Okay, so cardio is very, very important. Okay, not only just for your heart health, honestly, it's for you. The better your cardio is, the longer you can use your strength, the longer you can use your power, the longer you can use your explosion. Okay, I actually got taught that by one of my sergeants in the Marine Corps. He was making fun of me, honestly. He was like, "Hey, you're pretty strong, but you can't keep your strength up for a whole day. You can't. Like you're conditioning. So cardio is another word for conditioning. So he put me on blast, but he kind of changed my perspective. He's like, yeah, it's great if you're strong and you're powerful and you're explosive, but this can only last 10, 15, 20 minutes, what good are you if you have to be able to use this all day? Okay, he was telling me like if you have to pull somebody out of a kill zone and you have to pull them and they're like an hour far away for you to get safety. If you don't have the conditioning, you can't use your strength for a whole hour. You can't use your power or explosion. So that's why cardio and conditioning is very, very important. That's what keeps your toolbox open for you to be able to use your tools. So you should be doing cardio every day, like fasting cardio. You wake up in the morning before breakfast, you do fasting cardio. If you don't do fasting cardio, you could do a bunch of cardio workouts. I'm actually going to start a cardio workout series for y'all and start making videos just for specific cardios. It's basically doing exercises, but on a time basis versus rep basis. Like, for example, doing 1 minute of burpees, as many as you can, versus doing 10 or 15 burpees and doing it rounds. Okay, so cardio is very important. So that's a very, very good question, Chad. For y'all, definitely need to use cardio. It's helps longevity, it helps keep you toned, helps almost every aspect of your life. Okay. Do you like barefoot zero? Oh, are you talking about like Vibram shoes, chat? Like Vibram shoes, like the toe shoes? Barefoot zero drop type. Maybe I don't know what those are. What are chat? What are barefoot zero drop type shoes? Okay. How old are you? 35. You're gonna have to tell me, Chad, what those kind of shoes are. I don't know what barefoot zero drop is. I've never looked it up. The only like I'm assuming barefoot zero drop are okay. Do you know what about David Lade? If not, then you should search him once. David Lade, is that a magician? Since I don't eat meat, how can my muscles get bigger besides shakes? Okay, okay. So this is a good question because I don't know what kind of diet you're on because eating meat could be different than eating fish. Like, yeah, because depending on the religion or the kind of meal plan you follow, because there's all types of diets out there. Some people say they don't eat meat, but they can eat fish. So that's going to be a good question. What's the scar? Are you Muslim? No. Pe- Pescatarian. Okay, I'm not familiar with that. My new family, Papa, Darlene to Alban. My parents have C from verbal abuse from sergeants and armed forces. You see, we do research there when I was. I mean, I've never got PTSD from being yelled at. And I was in the Marine Corps. We got yelled at. So I guess it's like mental calluses is a good way. Because I've met people like with actual PTSD, they had to have like a monitor to be able to call somebody for help if they have like an episode. Like my friend, he one time heard a balloon pop and he like flipped out because he started getting visions of his buddies like getting attacked and stuff. Anyways, back on that. Zero drop shoes feature a completely level sole, heel to toe, mimicking a natural barefoot. That chat. That sounds like a Vibram shoe, which would be great because your natural foot is better than. I've been told this before many times. Like when you walk around in shoes and they have a lot of padding, it's like you're walking blind. Okay. If you can't handle verbal abuse, should you be firing cannon? But probably not. You know, in the Marine Corps, they taught us you have to like be able to get yelled at and scream and be able to do the same thing. And they taught us the reason why is because when you're like kind of in a war zone, there's a lot of loud explosions going off. You need to be able to portray and tell other people like commands like, "Hey, get over here, do this, do that," and be able to hear out and also not freak out. But that's separate topic, guys. Yeah, for my patients, very traumatic because a pediatrician is very difficult to get them covered by their insurance since they don't say the VA covers. Yes, right. Yeah, VA is trash sometimes. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. I think that's anything in life. You know, that's wrong. Being yelled at causes mental stress. I think I should be treated. I think you should be treated with. Oh, I appreciate it, but I'm not here asking for like respect or dignity. I got yelled at for like 8 years straight. It is what it is. Everybody. Some people can take it, some can't. Every person is different. I don't think I'm better than anybody else. Honestly, whether you served in the armed forces or not, whether I think every person, even in the chat, or every human being has something to offer to learn from and help. I've learned things from people younger than me. I've learned things from people older than me. Everybody's got different kind of knowledge. You know, so like when I was in California, I had no idea they had 24-hour day stores. Like there's convenience stores open for 24 hours in California. I didn't even know that existed. My other buddy told me Chipotle had spinach. I've been eating Chipotle for like 10 years. They had spinach the damn whole time. I could have got strong like Popeye, you know. So that's good, young man. But you should seek psychiatric counseling for traumatic as yelling. I'm good. I don't need counseling. I'm fine. That's wrong. Appreciate it, but I'm be good. Yeah, I don't want to see my kids get yelled by military. I'm not here to yell at anybody. Okay. All right, let's stop that topic, chat. Chat. We're here not to like say somebody. We're here for anime, physique, fitness. And y'all are telling me earlier about scary video games. Okay. I subscribe to your channel. Keep up. Good work. Okay, awesome. So you get 5 push-ups. For every new subscriber, I'm doing 5 push-ups. Okay. Thank you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more in case I miscounted. Okay. Make sure y'all put in the chat if you subscribe because I don't get notifications for new subscribers. Okay. Anime, yes. Listen, I'm a military main guild. Okay. Change the topic. Yeah. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is an anime fitness channel. So you feel like anime, you like fitness, that's what we're here. I had this written earlier. There's one case that our goal is 1K subs. Okay. I appreciate all y'all helping me get here. That's why I wanted this channel to grow so I can help change the world, help everyone be able to get an anime physique without y'all spending money on gym membership. Because y'all don't need a gym membership to be able to get fit. I know I learned. When I was a gymnast, most of the stuff we did was body weight. Like push-ups, squats, pull-ups, jumping jacks, all types of stuff. Okay? So yeah, if y'all subscribe, please drop in the chat. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Okay? What's the lore on MHA, my anime man? Are you talking about My Hero Academia? Bro, the last season was nuts. Like, my sister, she was a big fan of My Hero Academia. She dressed up as Deku for Halloween one time. Okay, I think it was his second outfit, not the well, no, it was his first outfit before he got like the mask and stuff. She had like the other outfit with his gloves. Okay, special. Okay, my professor. As you gotta stop with that pediatrician stuff. Like honestly, none of us are even talking about that. We don't really care. We're just trying to build like positivity and like all the good things. David Lade is the most peak aesthetic. He's been training since he was 12 years old, and he's the reason uh for the reason for all ectomorph skinny guys are lifting. Okay, cool. I never heard of that. Yeah, I'll do some research. Cool. You might have stuff to learn from. I like learning from everybody, y'all. All Might is All Might's a badass, especially because he's the voice of Vegeta in DBZ, and he's the voice of uh Zoro from One Piece. Yeah, he's a beast, man. My Hero is legit. Hell yeah. Okay. Wait. All right, chat. Put a 1 if later on in future streams y'all want to watch some episodes of My Hero Academia. Okay, we already got gaming covered. I'm gonna have to get a PS5. Okay, PS5 for streaming purposes. Okay, all right, awesome, cool. My hero is legit. Also voices Piccolo. Oh hell, you're right. Yes, Piccolo. One Punch Man is really good. All right, awesome. What about School Days anime? I've never heard of School. Well, I haven't watched School Days. Okay, like so, guys. Who in the chat grew up? Okay, okay. One. Sorry. So My Hero Academia. I'm writing this down. This is gonna get me excited. I'm gonna be watching like from the beginning. That'll be really dope. Especially the new season is peak. It was so peak. Okay. So who in the chat knows Toonami? Put a one in the chat if you know about Toonami, like Adult Swim days. That's what I grew up on. Like freaking Inuyasha, Cowboy Bebop. They had like the most. Toonami put us on so many good animes. Oh, you should play Persona series on PS5. All right, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. One. All right, Persona series. All right, what's your scar from? Oh, car accident. Chat. What do you think about Black Lagoon? I haven't seen it. Okay, so Persona series on PS5. Is Persona series an anime or is it a video game? Or is it both? I could be asking the wrong question. Let me know, chat. Is Persona series a video game or is it an anime? Video game anime. Wait. Okay, so are you telling me in the stream you want me to play Persona series the anime or Persona series the video game? Okay. So let me know so I know because right now I've been getting. I'm so far we got My Hero Academia requests. Like we're gonna be watching that in the future. Okay. And shoot, I forgot. Oh yeah, I gotta get the PS5 and then Resident Evil, Silent Hill, PS5. All right. So let me know what y'all can do. Okay. It's called Persona 5. Royal has anime cutscenes and anime style video gamer. Okay, cool. All right. You should check out Kaiju number 8 and Soul 11. Oh, Soul Leveling is one of my favorite um, mangas. Okay. My New Family. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. And it's 1,000 long. It's 1,000 hours long though. Wait. What's 1,000 hours long? Are you talking about the Kaiju number 8 or Solo Leveling? Because or are you talking about Persona? Is Persona 5 1,000 hours long? You gotta tell me because 1,000 hours is a long time. It's good amount. Okay. The game Soul Leveling 35 hours. Okay. Incline Smith or incline dumbbell? Okay. So that's a good question, Chad. So if you do incline dumbbells, okay, you're gonna have more stability, more stability muscles working. Okay. I'm a big fan of incline dumbbells, but incline Smith machine is good for injury prevention and more muscle target. So it's honestly personal preference. It's very, very good. What Because you can lift more weight doing incline Smith machine versus incline dumbbells. You're gonna get more stability muscles. Okay. So, however, it depends. If your goal is to grow your chest more, incline Smith machine could be better because it's more muscle focused for time under tension. However, if you're trying to get more power and strength, you probably want dumbbells because of the stability muscles needed. Okay. You should play Catherine, the video game, if you want a short anime game. It's only 11 hours if you 100% it, usually 68 hours on full PlayStation 3. Okay. Move to Catherine to the Fridge Gate 15. I don't understand. Okay. And plus. All right, cool. So 20 push-ups for beast cancer. Oh, yeah. All right. I'll do 20 push-ups for breast cancer. That's exactly what my mom has, actually. Yeah. I'll definitely do it. Yeah, you're exactly right, Chad. I'll definitely do 20 pushes for breast cancer. Okay, that's why October is my favorite month of the year, is breast cancer awareness month. All right, easy, great challenge. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 in case I'm miscounting. Cool. Awesome. That was a very good challenge. Pushes of breast cancer. You got my support 100%. Thank you, chat. I appreciate y'all. You know. All right, cool. All right, awesome. Do 50 for Marine Corps birthday. This is not the Marine Corps birthday. The Marine Corps birthday is November 10th. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Let's see real quick. Do you think AI could take over in bodybuilding too? Uh, I don't know. That's a good question, chat. Do y'all think AI could take over bodybuilding? I was like, probably, yeah. You know, if you do AI images. Yeah. Okay, okay, cool. So, just to get everything covered so far. All right, so when I get the PS5, we're going to be, y'all said, we're going to stream My Hero Academia. Okay? That's definitely, I got ones in the chat. Hit that right, chat. My Hero Academia. And the games y'all said would be Silent Hill 2, the remake, uh, Resident Evil 9. I don't know how I put this. SCMA. Silent. I don't remember what this stood for. I don't know. All right, let me think. Okay, let's see what else y'all got. Yep, that's about it. Cool. All right, so yeah, that's so far what we covered. So My Hero Academia. Okay. All right, chat. Tell me, what would y'all have more fun? Would y'all have more fun me streaming anime and watching it with y'all, or playing games like the scary anime? You know, if you could get a T-Bar 800, then yeah, GTA 6. Don't forget the game is the biggest game this year. Yeah, if it ever comes out. I got 3 game suggestions to replace the 5 push-ups. Play Tokyo, Persona 5, and Outlast 2 games. Okay, okay, so games. Would say a drill instructor. Then I remember you chat from past years how you treated me. Oh, AI. Okay, okay. Games. Streaming anime might be copyrighted. You're exactly right. Yes. Okay. So I was actually doing research. All right. So we got games. So we're gonna do games for a little bit first. All right. I want to write that down for games. Okay. He said Persona 5. I've never played Persona 5. Okay, so if I suck, y'all can't just grill me. All right. Well, I mean, y'all can. Okay. So Persona 5. Persona. Okay, so Persona 5. Uh, then y'all also. All right, chat. What other games y'all said? Silent Hill 2, the remake. Okay, we got that. Resident Evil 9. Dude, those scary games are gonna freaking terrify me, chat. Y'all are gonna freaking. Oh my god. You look like a good farmer. Thank you. Yeah, my farm simulator 4. Oh, you didn't see GTA got delayed. I didn't see that honestly. No, chat, I didn't. T Cole, Cyberpunk. Oh, Cyberpunk I heard is fun as hell. Like I heard Cyberpunk is badass. Okay, I'm gonna definitely want to play. I think Keanu Reeves voices one of them. So Cyberpunk, I've definitely heard Cyberpunk. Cyber Cyberpunk. Okay, okay, let's see. All right. You look. Yeah, I do need glasses. I'm nearsighted. Okay. Okay. Cyberpunk T Cole. What's T Cole stand for? TC is it exact? Is the words T Cole? T Cole. Wait. TC T Cole. What's T Cole stand for? Maybe it's the actual name. T Cole Outlast 2. Catherine. Never heard of Catherine. This is getting me excited. I love playing video games, chat. Chat. I grew up on PlayStation days, GameCube days, like freaking Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper. Crash Bandicoot was my boy. Freaking, I would spin kick people practicing just because I played Crash Bandicoot. All right. Outlast 1 is peak. Okay, okay. Okay, Outlast 2, I didn't write that down. Okay, Outlast. 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 I'm writing this down because there's a good Outlast. Outlast 2, I think. Outlast 2. Alright, cool. So for Outlast, if I never played the first one, should I play the first one and the second one? Crash Bandicoot made me rage on the ball. No, Crash Bandicoot made me rage almost every level. There's so many levels like you try to jump on a box and you miss the platform. Oh my god, that was Crash Bandicoot was the original rage bait. Straight up, chat. First one gives context. Okay, hello, sub Sultan. Hello, quit spamming the chat, Sultan. I'm gonna put you on timeout if you say hello one more time. Super Mario Galaxy. Okay, cool. I think the second one just came out. First game is scary. Second one is terrifying. Wait, are you talking about Outlast? Is the first one scary? So, chat, is Outlast the game you're talking about that's scary? Is that yes? It is Fire Alarm. Yes. Okay. Wait. Or okay. Dark Souls. Outlast, one classic horror game you should try before playing high GB data games. Okay, Outlast is best scary. Okay, man. Okay, so Outlast. Definitely Outlast. Okay. What is one game I really want to try playing with y'all later? Because I never beat it. It was called Dead Space. When I saw Dead Space, it terrified the crap out of me just in the beginning. I was like, damn. Oh my god. Whew. Outlast, man. How the heck did this anime fitness channel turn into a horror game streaming channel? Oh my god, I'm gonna get so effing terrified. Like freaking, I used to hate scary games, man, because when Resident Evil 4 came out, chat, that petrified me. When it came out on GameCube years back, I had nightmares, chat, like freaking by the bosses, that puppet guy, freaking that game terrified me. Even the regular minions, they'll like attack you with the claws. They look like Wolverine. Resident Evil 4, man, it scared the piss out of me. Okay, PS5 is better too because two you got like two TB games of wait, I don't understand. Make sure to turn the lights off before playing. No, I don't know about that. This game list the chat is giving you is gonna cost $200. Oh well, it's cool. Yeah, you should try and enjoy all the anime gym games. Okay, the anime games will be fun, like Dragon Ball Z, things like that. Those aren't really scary. Okay. Just to tell you, Resident Evil 4 and Silent Hill's Child's Game compare Outlet. Oh my god. Okay, wait. So, quick question, chat. I need y'all to tell me. Are these games listed? Are they all able to be on PS5? I'm being honest, because I need to make sure I don't buy the console and then I can't basically play them, you know? Let's see. 2 terabytes. Okay. Just to tell you, man, Outcast is that effing scary? Worse than Resident Evil? Is it worse than Resident Evil 9? Yeah, majority of them are PS5 for digital download. Okay. Though you can still play on PS5. Alright, cool. Yeah, Outlast made my nightmares. Oh my god. Alright. I'm gonna have to after these scary games, I'm gonna have to read some Bible, because y'all have no idea. Like I hate scary movies just because of my nightmares. I love scary movies, like watching them. Like I was a big fan of The Conjuring. The Conjuring was a good scary movie. What was another scary movie? It was The Ring. That scared the piss out of me. That was not fun. Okay. Outlast, you can't defend yourself though. You have to run and hide. Oh my god. You'll hide in a locker for 3 hours before stepping out. But man, oh my god. You can't defend yourself? That's not fun. Like 3 hours like during the game? Oh my god. I hope it doesn't make me like rage quit. Like if it's like too scary, I can't like. Can you at least kill the monsters with like some kind of weapon? Oh my lord. Insidious movie franchise like Conjuring. Okay. Nah, but that's how long you wanna. Okay. At least you're honest with me. Thank you for being honest with me, guys. At least I know it's gonna petrify me, man. Okay. All right. So, chat. What advice would you give me to prepare for these games, especially Outlast? Like, is Outlast gonna be like Silent Hill? Man. Okay. I guess a question, chat. Out of these games I wrote, is Outlast the scariest, or is Resident Evil 9 like worse so far? Because after like I grew up, the scary games like Resident Evil 4, now they aren't as scary, but they look pretty badass and fun. But like still like Dead Space scared the hell out of me because with the light, I don't know if I'll with the lights off. I gotta, what I have to. I might have to go run and hide because no matter how much muscles I have, I can't beat a video game with muscles. Okay, have plenty of food and try not to cry. All right, that's solid advice. Use the bathroom before playing so you don't. So Resident Evil 9 is scarier than Outlast. Oh my god. I'm like biting my nails of Outlast. I'm not even gonna watch any videos or no. So I'm gonna make a promise to you. I'm not gonna watch any video games, any videos of Outlast, because I don't know. I'm guessing. I hope it's not like too many puzzles. Like I hate it when like you solve puzzles and like something jumps out scares you like freaking like Condemned. Actually, I don't know if you ever played a game called Condemned. It's like where you're a cop and you're trying to find clues about like a killer and stuff. That's what like people jump and attack you. That scared me. That was freaking not fun. Okay. Oh, last part is probably charming. Have you seen the Smile movies? Smile. No, I have not. It's not a puzzle-ish, just objectives. Okay, okay, cool. All right, cool. All right. But the worst part is the last part of Outlast. Okay, don't give me spoilers, guys. If you beat Resident Evil 4, you'll be able to beat it. I didn't beat Resident Evil 4. I just watched my friend play it. He wanted me to play, and I was like, "F no, bro." It was scared because when I first walked in on him playing Resident Evil 4, he was on GameCube. He was walking. It was like in this level. There's a huge cage. He was walking in the center of the cage. Dude jumped off the balcony onto the first floor and I like attacked him. And you see like a cutscene, boom. And it was a thing where he didn't hit the button in time to dodge. So it's like it was scary music. He just like freaking get attacked. I was like, oh shit. Like it scared the crap out of me. So does he technically know Outlast has 3 games? No. Outlast 1, then Whistleblower DLC, then Outlast 2. No, I've never played Outlast. I don't know anything about Outlast. Like, I'm being straight up with y'all. I know a good amount of video game, but I never played Outlast, not once. Okay? Atlanzio. Hey, Samuel. Okay, Whistleblower is scarier than 1. Is Whistleblower a video game? Or is that like a DLC? I'm guessing. LOL, good to mention. So after Outlast, we're gonna have to get the DLC to. Is the DLC of that? Okay, okay, cool. Good to know. All right, thank you. All right, guys, awesome. Well, yeah, you can get the game for like $49. All right, cool. Thank you for all the advice. I hope all y'all subscribe to me. That way, y'all can give me video game advice. I like learning from people. So I haven't played video games in a long time. Recently, I used to be a big fan of like Assassin's Creed, and they're just the fun games and like Super Smash Brothers. I like playing like games against other friends because especially if you make them mad. When people like Halo, I was a big Halo fan, but horror games is damn. This is gonna be a huge. This probably will be traumatic. Like all my reactions are gonna be like genuine too. I hate man. I guess we found my new AC2. Oh, I loved AC2. Hell yeah. Yeah, that was beast. Okay, so Outcast 1. Okay, so Outcast 1 and 2 and then DLC. I'm gonna take a picture of all this just so I can. And I know it's not gonna stay on the board later, but I'm gonna take a picture of this. Okay, all right. Xeno Fanal Outcast. Yeah, Outcast. Outcasts. Hello. Outcast. No, Outcast 1 and 2, and then DLC. Does it show like Outcast? Okay, cool. Outfast, Outlast. Y'all are hilarious. Okay. Well, I appreciate all y'all guys. I'm gonna be ending the stream. I have to go get some food. It's like 3:30 in the morning right now. over here this time. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you so much for subscribing. Uh, y'all are amazing. We're gonna hit our goal hopefully of 1K subs, and then I'm gonna do some research tomorrow about getting a PS5 and a couple of these games. Maybe I'll play one of these before this one, because if you said this one's the scariest one, I might have to leave that on the back burner for a little bit. But especially Resident Evil 9, that looked fun. Silent Hill, oh my god, scary games, damn. All right. Well, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I hope y'all had a fantastic day. At the beginning of the stream, if y'all want to go back to it, I did an ab workout showing y'all. Yesterday, I did also another ab workout for the live stream, so y'all can check it out. And I'm going to continue giving y'all advice and helping y'all get an anime physique at home. So make sure y'all drink your water. Make sure you drink your water. Very important. Stay away from your phones if you're going to try to sleep so you don't get the blue light. Okay? I hope y'all have a fantastic day. And, thank you for all the advice, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming same time, so please tune in. I hope you all have a blessed day, and stay strong, drink water, and hope you all have an amazing day tomorrow. Okay, have a good day. Love y'all.